You're listening to the best of Grandstand NRL Sunday.
Well, hopefully the best is yet to come over the next few hours. Thanks very much for your company this afternoon. Matt Elliott, Andrew Ryan, who's now making his way that big walk down to the sideline, just about 3 steps away. And Andrew Moore with you this afternoon. Brilliant sunshine. Gee, it's a lovely day in Young, and we saw the sunset last night, Matty, when we were broadcasting from the hotel up the road. Beautiful conditions this weekend. It's a lovely time of year in many parts of Australia, but I'm sold on this part. This is beautiful.
We had a bonfire as well.
There was, just up from us, yeah.
A big bonfire was all going on. And
you don't see many of those in Sydney these days, do you?
No, you don't. No, well, not that don't tend to be positive things, bonfires in Sydney.
No, it's a good point.
And I have noticed a few people that were part of our social experiment last night starting to eke into the ground. So.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, yeah, just.
Well, I noticed one was who'll remain nameless, a medical officer here at the ground tonight. I don't know whether he administered help to himself last night.
Well, he seemed to be self-medicating anyway.
We're seeing the end of this junior league tag game between Grenfell and Young. It's an exhibition game. Earlier in the Youth League Grand Final, Peak Hill Roosters 28 defeated Ugara Golden Eagles 10. And in the League Tag Grand Final, Ugara Golden Eagles 14 defeated the Binalong Jersey Girls 6. What do we got here, guys? It's for the Cargo Blue Healers. Yep. What do you need?
$2 each or 3 for 5.
$2 each or 3 for 5. Okay. Well, Matty's pulling out the big guns here.
We'll get $10 worth between us, mate.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Sounds good.
There you go.
How the Cargo Blue Healers go this year?
Pardon?
Yeah, $20 all up.
$20 all up?
Yeah, take it off him. 10 for each of us. Yeah, that'll happen.
Can I get a receipt for that too, please?
We've got first try scorers things going on and everything here this afternoon, which I'm sure we'll donate back.
This is from the Cargo Blue Healers.
How'd you go this year, boys?
Just made finals this year.
Just missed out in the finals?
Give me my money back. I'm not investing in losers.
We've got another one for you too. We'll give you some more.
Give us a whole book.
Yeah, they won the last couple of years. I mentioned that before the grand final. They won, I think, 24-14 from memory.
So our listeners know we've bought doubles in the main game.
Yes. So I've got these here for us, Matty.
You couldn't really get in the front gate without being accosted with the doubles. I don't know what we're buying tickets in here. We've just.
It's an official grand final raffle.
What?
Oh, for instance, instant scratchies. There you go. We'll give you another one too.
Jeez, what about the meat tray?
I'll do another one.
There's no meat tray.
No, we get the scratches. We could donate them all back anyway.
Yes, okay.
Look at Andrew Ryan there. He's battling through the throngs. Yeah. Doesn't have his orange high-vis vest or his lanyard either, which is disturbing. Lanyard? He's going to have to get through security here to make sure he's allowed on the field of play. Repeating last night in the second semi-final, we had North Queensland 39 defeating the Cronulla Sharks nil. The Sharkies obviously heading back home, very disappointed. The Cowboys going into a preliminary final, and they take on the Cowboys take on Melbourne next Saturday night in Melbourne. Looking forward to heading down there for that. Friday night it's Brisbane up against the Sydney Roosters at Lang Park. And then next Sunday we'll be at the New South Wales Cup Grand Final, and that day is at Parramatta Stadium. Quentin Hull and his team will be covering the Queensland Cup Grand Final as well. And the Queensland Cup preliminary final is on this afternoon between Papua New Guinea and Ipswich. And we'll keep you up to date with that as well. And as Richard has mentioned, at Leichhardt Oval in the first of the preliminary finals for the New South Wales Cup, the Wyong-Roos 44 defeated Canterbury 20. So Wyong-Roos through to the grand final. And kicking off in the next 10 or 15 minutes will be Mounties against the Newcastle Knights, the winner of that, to take on Wyong in the grand final. This ground, Matty, looks in pretty good nick, doesn't it? The Country Park, the playing surface itself looks okay. There's obviously a cricket pitch in the middle of it all. Yeah. And what are we looking at? Oh, the medical officer. Looks in good nick, actually, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is in good nick, considering he seemed to be had the flu last night. And we need to give a shout out to Freddie and Cargo. Your absence from the ground has been noted by your colleagues.
Freddie, where are you?
Yeah, they're not happy with you, mate.
Where's Freddie?
They are not happy with you. You should be here selling raffle tickets, apparently. And they are complaining and bagging you, but I'll stand up for you, mate.
Oh, you're doing a good job of that. You just embarrassed him in front of the whole country. Freddie and Cargo. All right, we've got the Binalong Brahmans finishing their warm-up there at the northern end of the ground. We'll run through the players' names for you. The fullback in number 1, Andrew Swaffield. The wingers are Caden Rawlinson and Dave Brown. The centres are Phil Sparnan and Henry Payton, who Shannon Boyd is here to watch. 5'8", Craig Irwin. The captain coach is the halfback Chris Rawlinson. The lock is Tony Worthy. Second rowers are Ben Spencer and Tom Johnson. The front rowers are Ben Potts and Ruben Oller. The hooker is Guy Sherritt. And the reserves to come from a massive list: 14 Luke Donnelly, 15 Hayden Bush, 16 Anthony Merritt, 17 Mick Spencer, 18 Scott Norton, 19 Daniel Poitevin, 20 James Blair, 21 Tim Regan, 22 AJ Sykes, 23 Andrew Statmiller, 24 Stephen Greenwood, and 25 Jason Howard. Now, the Trundle Boomers team will be fullback Lincoln Taylor, who's their goal kicker, first year with Trundle. The wingers are Joseph Moss and Brandon Ross. The centres are Josh Vanderstock and Ryan Porter. 5'8" is Ryan's brother Todd Porter, and he's got a great kicking game, we're told. The halfback is Nick Harris. The lock is Blake Ridges. Second row is Brendan Sense and Dane Budd. Front row is Jesse Durning and Simon Porter. Jesse is the captain coach. And the hooker is Cameron Skinner. And the reserves in 14, Anthony Strudwick. 15, Mike Hando. 16, Sam Bollum. 17, Reece Kerr, and we're told his dad was in the team that won the premiership for Trundle in 1982, their last grand final success. 18, Jared Hall. 19, Jeff Tushhausen, and Jeff's grandma phoned us on the program yesterday. So good afternoon to you, Grandma. Hopefully your boy Jeff gets on the field and does well. And 21, Isaac Dengate. So that's how the teams will line up. And the referee will be Tim Bailey. Touch judges will be Luke Brown and Mick Madgwick here at Cranfield Oval. So all's just about in readiness. We're only a few minutes away, I guess, from the players taking the field. The officials are out there in the centre of the ground at the moment, and if the ground holds 13,000, I guess there'll just be a few less than that, but it's a nice gathering right around this ground and a really nice atmosphere.
Did you say 13,000 or 1,300?
1,300 I meant, sorry.
Yes.
1,300.
Now, I can't help but wonder, as a Queenslander, the name Strudwick is a famous rugby league name.
It is.
In Queensland. Ross Strudwick was the captain of Valleys, played with Wally Lewis when Wally Lewis was at Valleys in the halves, so I just wonder whether that's a relative in any way, shape or form. I'm sure someone around here will let us know. I was really hoping, Andrew, for your sake, as we hit 3 o'clock, the game would kick off on time, just for your little piece of solace that the one game of the year that started on time.
Oh, I don't really care today.
You don't?
It's pretty relaxed. I don't care.
You look pretty relaxed. You look
don't
like...
care at all. What time it starts? Just having fun.
Greg from Byron has impacted you significantly.
Greg from Byron sounds like a cool dude. I like Greg from Byron. Yeah. He sounds like someone we could relate to. Go Camo Skinner and the Boomers huddled around the radio in Bondi. Good luck, boys, from Jess, Andy and Sophie. Thank you, guys. We've got Group 10 Second Division Grand Final yesterday, won by Blackheath Black Cats 20 over Wallarong Warriors 6. Was that you again, Matt? They just missed out last year, but were the best all year 2015. Congratulations from Jono on the road to Glenbourne for a bit of fishing. Now, the team songs are being played at the moment. Whose team song's this one?
Oh, that had to be the Brahmans, surely.
That was at the Brahmans, was it? Oh, with that noise at the start of it all.
Wouldn't that be good if that was a halftime hooter at every ground?
Where's Bobcat? Are you down there? Oh, there you are, right on the touchline. How is it down there, mate, in the sunshine?
Yeah, it's beautiful down here. Fast track. There's a pitch in the middle of the field as the Binalong side make their way out onto the field, and I'm just standing at the end of Boomer Nation. The big show, Boomer Nation. There's a sign, a tunnel waiting for the boys to run out. Great atmosphere down here. They're ready to go.
Fantastic. Yeah, the Binalong Brahmans are out there with their reserves coming over to the bench right in front of us here on the western side of Cranfield Oval. And it looks like, well, they're certainly set up at the northern end of the ground at the moment. And having a look at their young winger out there in 2, Caden Rawlinson. Their 5'8", Todd Porter. We're told to look out for his kicking game. That's for the Trundle side. And for the Binalong Brahmans, they're 5'8", Craig Irwin. Here's the team song for the Trundle Boomers. Here they come, Boomer Nation. And they're led out in the field by their front rower, their captain coach, Jesse Durning. He leads them out, closely followed by the hooker, Cameron Skinner. And he's got friends and family listening in Bondi on ABC Grandstand Rugby League. Handshakes all around. As I mentioned, the referees, Tim Bailey, the touch judges Luke Brown and Mick Madgwick. We've got no video screen, no video refs. How good is it? It's back to basics.
Well, I'm still reflecting on what Danielle told us about the population of Trundle being about 300. There can't be anyone left.
No, that's right. Well, there wouldn't be. It's the first day other than Christmas that they've shut the pub.
Well, there's 100 over there.
In the bar area.
And there's at least 200 over here, so...
And they're all wearing the Trundle colours, which is terrific. So they're getting the last instructions from the referee. Binalong Brahmans are favourites. Trundle, a great opportunity for them, having gone so long without winning a competition. And looking at their bench as well. So you're with Matt Elliott, Andrew Ryan and Andrew Moore here in Young for the grand final of the Woodbridge Cup. And it looks like it'll be the Trundle Boomers to kick off. And they're having a chat as the winger Joseph Moss, born and raised in Trundle. It'll be the Binalong Brahmans to get first use of the footy here in the first half. Obviously, players we haven't seen until today, so we'll do our very best with you for them and the locals here to get the names as accurate as we can. And you'll be on your best behaviour, Matthew, I'm sure.
Oh, what website do I need to go for our stats, Andrew?
Kick-off here coming from Trundle through Brandon Ross, and we're underway. Here we go in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final. The kick-off is taken there by Andrew Swaffield. He gives it away to the front rower, and that's Ruben Ola, whose reception committee awaits him. Down he goes 10 metres out from his own line for the Binalong Brahmans. The ball was played there to Guy Sherritt. Got the pass away to Johnson, and he's 17 or 18 metres out from his own line. Plays the ball to Sherritt. Works it left to Henry Payton. The young setter's caught 15 or 25 metres short of halfway, far side of the field. Sherritt gets it back the open side. Oh, what a big hit coming through from the Trundle front rower, Simon Porter, and that was on Tony Worthy. Played right on the 30-metre line for the Brahmans. Kicked downfield from the halfback and captain Rawlinson. It's taken down there by the fullback Lincoln Taylor for Trundle. Brings it back into the defence and he's put to the ground. Over the top comes Ben Spencer for the Brahmans and play about 15 metres short of halfway. Trundle Boomers first touch, and away goes now the winger Joseph Moss. He's put to the ground 11 metres short of halfway. Good defence headed up there by Tony Worthy. The ball's played to the dummy half, and that's Cameron Skinner. They work it to the right, and the Boomers, recipients of booming defence there from Ruben Ola, and also Worthy again, 7 metres short of halfway. Played Skinner, gets the pass away, went from the 5'8" Todd Porter. They've lost the ball, and it's picked up brilliantly by the Brahmans 5'8" Craig Irwin, but a knock-on, says the referee, and we're going to have a scrum pack down. Play about 7 metres in Trundle side of halfway, and the Boomers will get the scrum feed. There's no score on the board after 90 seconds of the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final.
Well, there's no score on the board, Andrew, but there's been some scalps taken.
Haven't there been some hits already?
What about the physicality being showed out here already? Looks like an NRL game for sure.
So scrum to pack down here for Trundle Boomers. Southern end of the ground. They get the footy and they win the scrum. They take play to within 10 metres of halfway by their setter Ryan Porter. He's from Tullymore and he plays the ball out of dummy half. They work it from right to left and it's with Josh Van der Stock. He beats the first, beats another one, Van der Stock over halfway, gets an offload his way well to Skinner, and he's put to the ground now 2 metres or so in Brahmans territory. He plays the ball, Trundle with it, and it comes from their halfback, Nick Harris. Pass the ball out to his right. They're 9 metres in Brahmans territory. No score on the board, Skinner. He works it to the right again through the hands of the 5'8" Porter. There's the big front rower, Simon Porter, and he's tackled now 32 metres out from the Brahmans goal line. He'll play it. Dummy half goes Cameron, rather the 5'8" there, Todd Porter into dummy half. And he's met by the Brahmans hooker, Guy Sherritt, to make the tackle. 26 out from the Brahmans line. Ball played now, Skinner. Back it comes to the halfback, Nick Harris. Puts it high in the air. Pressure here on Andrew Swaffield. The fullback, he takes it brilliantly in goal. Despite the chase being headed up by the Trundle Boomers lock, Blake Ridges. 20-metre tap for the Brahmans. No score down to Bobcat Ryan on the touchline.
Oh, what a courageous play there from the fullback. The Boomers side have been absolutely teeing off on them in defence, and that's a great play for Binalong there.
Now Binalong with the ball. Dave Brown plays it, comes away to Ben Potts, the front rower, and he's shoved backwards 27 metres out from his own line, northern end of the ground. He'll play the ball to the dummy half, Guy Sherritt. He works it towards the short side, and with it is the lock forward. That's Tony Worthy. He's 8 metres short of halfway for the Binalong Brahmans, and he'll play the ball again about 20 metres in from the western touchline to Rawlinson. Here's the kick down field from the captain coach, heading towards the western touchline, and it's allowed over the touchline as well by the Trundle fullback Lincoln Taylor. So it is going to be a Trundle Boomers scrum feed, and it's hard to see the positioning of the ground there. What's that, about 10 metres out from the goal line?
I think it's 40-20 here.
Oh, it is a 40-20. Okay, well done by Chris Rawlinson there. Whacked it downfield, and in the end the Trundle fullback Lincoln Taylor allowed it over the western touchline. So this is going to be a restart here for the Brahmans, and the chance for first points after almost 4 minutes of play. So the tap's going to be taken now. and they charge onto it. Tap was taken by Guy Sherritt, who goes into dummy half again, only a few metres out from the goal line. Ben Potts, the front rower, plays it, comes away to Worthy, the lock forward, a right foot step, then runs into the defence, only a few metres out from the Trundle Boomers goal line. So the first chance here for the Boomers to really stand up in defence. Comes away to Craig Irwin, works it away to the fullback Andrew Swaffield, and he's put to the ground in the southeastern corner, 5 metres out from the Boomers line. Brahmans on the attack, comes away to Craig Irwin, long pass away to Rawlinson, the halfback. He puts on a right field step, and coming on to the ball was Swaffield after that right foot step, 5 metres out. Great defence by the Boomers though. Out of dummy half goes the hooker Sherritt, and he's only a metre out from the goal line. Guy Sherritt, desperate defence by the Trundle Boomers. Last tackle now for the Binalong Brahmans, and it comes away to Rawlinson, the halfback, the playmaker, sends the kick in goal. It sits up there for the Trundle winger, Joseph Moss, and he's caught in goal. Goal line dropout for the Trundle Boomers. No score, 5 minutes gone in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final, and Matt Elliott, tremendous defence there from Trundle.
Some great goal line defence, but equally some of these set plays put on by the opposition there coming into the try line were fantastic. Some, just trying to penetrate up the middle of the ruck there.
Line dropout, bounces to the 40-metre line to Andrew Swaffield, the Brahmans fullback. He gives it away to the front rower, a man on a mission, Ben Potts, and he leaves one in his wake. That was Simon Porter, prop on prop. They're about 30 metres out from the Trundle Boomers goal line. Binalong with it, played to Sherritt, works it away to the hard-working lock forward Tony Worthy, and he's captured about 20 metres out right in front of the sticks. Played to Sherritt, works it right this time away to Potts, heavily involved, and he gets up, got a pass away to Rawlinson, 10 metres out. He gets the further pass to the centre, Phil Sparnan, and they're only a few metres out from the goal line here. The Binalong Brahmans, the ball played to Sherritt. He's got Rawlinson with him, but instead he goes out to the winger Dave Brown, back on the inside to the hard-running second rower Ben Spencer, and he's caught just out from the goal line. Sensational defence. Played to Brown, then away to Rawlinson, a stab kicking goal. Did he get a shove there from the Trundle second rower? Dane Budd, they're claiming a try in any case through the 5/8, I believe, coming through Craig Irwin, and the referee is going to award the try here to the Binalong Brahmans. First blood to Binalong in the grand final, and it comes in at the 7th minute of play. It's 4 points to 0. The Binalong Brahmans lead the Trundle Boomers.
Well, I tell you what, that was going through some really great defence as well, but Rawlinson put a lovely little kick through. His halves partner follows through. He got taken out maybe just perhaps a touch late, Andrew, but
yes.
Try nevertheless adjacent to the post, and this will be, I would say, pretty soon 6-0.
Andrew Ryan on the touchline.
Oh, some great little touches there from Rawlinson already. He's had 3 or 4 kicks, and that one, beautiful kick under all sorts of pressure from the Boomers. Fantastic try to the Brahmans.
Phil Sparnan will be to try the conversion from near enough to in front. The Boomers had held on for so long there under heavy attack from the Binalong Brahmans. And now Phil Sparnan to try and convert and give the Brahmans a 6 points to 0 lead here in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final after 7 minutes and 5 seconds of play. It's been entertaining, hasn't it? Good pace.
Let's also acknowledge that great 40-20 from the dummy half.
Yeah, indeed. Guy Sherritt had a dummy half. Rawlinson's done some great things, the halfback, Chris Rawlinson. And here's the conversion now. Phil Sparnan, setter for the Brahmans. Southern end, strikes it, makes no mistake. So he's kicked 1 out of 1, and it's 6 points to 0. Binalong leading Trundle in the grand final of the Woodbridge Cup. Let's go around the grounds to the New South Wales Cup preliminary finals. Richard Svensson.
Just kicked off in the second grand final qualifier, Andrew. 2 minutes of play gone, and it's Mounties and Newcastle 0-0 earlier this afternoon. Wyong 44 beat the Bulldogs 20.
Good on you, Richard. Thank you, mate. Here's the restart now coming from the Trundle Boomers. Brandon Ross. I'd like the footy back shortly. It's a good catch near the upright by Andrew Swaffield, and he takes them on himself, beats the first man. Now he's wrapped up 24 out from his own goal line. Quickly to dummy half goes Sherritt, links up with one of the replacements for Binalong, and that's Mick Spencer. He's wrapped up 32 metres out from his own line. Right in centre field, plays the ball to Sherritt, works it right across to Tony Worthy. He's had plenty of touches early on, and he's taken 11 metres short of halfway. Dummy half Sherritt again, works it right to Rawlinson. A kick from inside the 40, this time down towards towards more the centre of the ground. Tracking back is Lincoln Taylor. Picks it up about 7 metres out from his own goal line for Trundle. Runs into the defence and he's taken immediately about 20 out from his own line in centre field. No score on the board. 8.5 minutes gone here in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final as the Trundle Boomers, they want to keep the footy in their hands for a bit as the centre three-quarter Ryan Porter's shoved to the ground.
Yeah, some strong defence coming in, as you say, Andrew. A crucial set for the Trundle team just to get to the back end, get the ball down and get some decent field position.
So Trundle with it. 32 out for their own goal line, and it's played there to Skinner. They work it from right to left, and it comes out there from Dane Budd. Now down the western wing they come. Great defence from Sparnan on his opposite number, Josh Vanderstock, and over the western touchline he goes, but it's a penalty. The penalty here goes to the Trundle side, 40 metres out from the Binalong goal line, a metre in from touch western side, in fact, right in front of us, right in front of you, Bobcat.
It sure was. Great vision there from the Boomers. They saw that the wingers had already dropped back from the Brahmans and chanced their arm out here, received the penalty, a much-needed penalty here.
9.5 gone. It's 6-0 in favour of Binalong from the tap restart. Heading it up there for Trundle. In the 18 is Jared Hall. 22 out for the line. Plays it to Skinner. He gets it away to Todd Porter. Then back on the inside it comes. Trundle 20 metres out. A desperate tackle there from Ben Spencer from the Brahmans. Comes away now to Nick Harris, the number 7. Gets it away on the short side of Dane Budd. And he's going to be held up eventually. Only about 5 metres out from the goal line. He'll get to his feet and play. It does so to Cameron Skinner. Away now to Nick Harris. He runs from left to right, takes on the defence, and it's a great tackle from Guy Sherritt. 5 metres out from the Brahmans line. Dummy half in there is Cameron Skinner again next to the post. Sends it to his right this time, across to Todd Porter. Little stab kicking goal. Goes past the fullback Swaffield, but over the dead ball line. 20-metre tap now for the Binalong Brahmans. And they lead 6-0 over Trundle after 10.5 minutes of play in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final, coming to you from Young.
Probably not the end of the set they were looking for there, Andrew, but they showed some good attacking raids down their left-hand side. Now they've got to come up with a defensive set. This Brahmans team looks very strong. Heavy
defence here from the tap restart. And the Brahmans 27 out for their own line as Sherritt. Feeds it to his right. Big tackle coming in again. And that was from the centre, I believe, Sparnan. And a 32 out from the line. The ball is played, in fact, the centre making the tackle, Vanderstock, I should say, as a 10 short of halfway the Brahmans. And the ball's played now to Sherritt. He dummies, goes himself, got past the defence of Vanderstock, and they're inside the 10, Trundle. So a penalty to Binalong, and it's there. They get the penalty here right on halfway. In fact, about a metre inside Trundle Boomers territory. 6-0 to the Brahmans after 11 minutes. And the Brahmans will go on the attack here as their halfback, Chris Rawlinson, drop punts it for touch over on the western side of the field, right there in front of the Boomers tent. And they'll take the tap about 40 metres out from the Trundle line. Tap taken by Sparnan. Gives it away to Rawlinson. Then he links up with Luke Donnelly off the bench. And Donnelly's claimed by the lock forward for Trundle, Blake Ridges. 38 metres out from the line. Dummy half is Sherritt, works it to his left, Worthy, then gets a short pass on to support as the Brahmans are 35 metres out for the Trundle line. Defence coming again from Blake Ridges, and another penalty going against them. Not getting off the tackle player, so a penalty goes to Binalong. 35 out, Binalong 6, Trundle 0. Now from the tap restart, the Brahmans have it through Mick Spencer, and he's driven backwards in the defence. Headed up there by Jesse Durning for the side coming from Trundle, of course. The Boomers is now the Brahmans on the attack. They work their way to within about 20 metres of the goal line. Played to Sherritt. Short ball away to Worthy. He loses the ball in the tackle, and the pass went forward in any case. So a let off for the Trundle Boomers down at that southern end. They'll have a scrum feed about 15 metres out from their own line. 12 minutes and 15 seconds gone here, and it's 6-0 in favour of the Brahmans.
You can see Binalong actually look at a lot of what the elite teams do. They get to the middle of the field and they set up a set play on one side where they really load up all their personnel on one side. That time didn't get to the key play because they dropped the ball early in the set, as we see Trundle coming out of their own territory right now.
Yeah, the Boomers had the footy and they work it around their 20-metre line. 6-0 in favour of Binalong over Trundle, and the ball's played now to Skinner. They work it to the left, and making some ground there is Vanderstock again, but he's put to the ground about 10 metres short of halfway by the halfback Chris Rawlinson. Way it comes to Nick Harris. He gets the pass to his right. Up the centre of the paddock go the Boomers. Defence coming courtesy of Tony Worthy for the Binalong Brahmans, but an offload comes away. With the ball is the fullback Lincoln Taylor, and he's wrapped up 42 metres out from the Brahmans line. The Boomers with it, trailing 6-0 Trundle. And it comes away now to Nick Harris, the halfback halfback, puts the kick downfield. Back there is Andrew Swaffield. Takes it on the bounce, 2 metres out from his own line. Takes on the defence. The chase headed up by Harris, who makes a great one-on-one tackle, 20 metres out from the Brahmans line. 13 and a half gone. It's still Binalong leading by 6 points to nil. Now it's Caden Rawlinson, the winger, who's wrapped up 34 out from his own line there by Jared Hall down to Andrew Ryan on the touchline.
Yeah, good set there from Trundle. Great. They just wanted to get through, complete that set, but Swaffield at the back for Binalong has been very impressive. A good carry back on that kick again.
So now it's the Brahmans. Binalong, the lock forward with it. Tony Worthy. And he's caught in the defence. And leading the way again there was Jared Hall, but it's another good run from Worthy. He's 2 metres short of halfway. Now comes from Sherrod. A lovely pass over the top to the winger, Dave Brown. Brown's got support, but there's an intercept. Diving on the ball was the Trundle Boomers setter, Josh Vanderstock. About 30 metres out from the Trundle line, 6-0 in favour of Binalong, and the Boomers managed to survive. They're hanging in there, 10 metres short of halfway, 10 in from the western touchline as Blake Ridges is tackled, and he plays the ball to Cameron Skinner. He works it away to Todd Porter, links up with support up the centre of the ground through the replacement Sam Bollum. He's a metre short of halfway. Trundle with it, dummy half Skinner, sends it to his right to Todd Porter. Then the pass is knocked down from Brendan Sense and picked up by Trundle. It should be 6 to go, and it is, says the referee Tim Bailey. So the Boomers have it about 6 metres short of halfway, just on the other side of the cricket pitch area. Now the Boomers pick it up out of dummy half and travel over halfway, and it's a penalty against Binalong. Matthew Elliott inside the 10, and this penalty 5 metres in Brahmans territory.
Yeah, it's one area that you wouldn't really want to be playing, Andrew, is that cricket pitch.
No.
There. I'd be coming off the long run and getting myself out the edge away from that hard part of the field.
You would have played at North Sydney Oval.
I did.
SCG.
The word ulch springs to mind.
Here's the kick that finds touch for Trundle, 30 metres out. There's an injury here, it looks like, for Binalong to their centre, Phil Sparnan, who wants to stay out on the field. Meanwhile, Trundle take the tap. They're only 15 metres out. A real chance here for the Boomers, who are down 6-0. Ball played Skinner. They work it from right to left. Harris steaming onto it now as the lock forward, Blake Ridges. Brutal defence, 12 metres out. Players just launching themselves at each other here. Now Skinner works it to his right. Away to the strong running second row of Brendan Sense. Does he get there? That might be a try for Trundle. And Boomer Nation goes wild. Referee Bailey says he'll check it out with the in-goal judge.
He's going upstairs.
Let's have a... Oh, it doesn't look like he's going to want to try to me. No, he's going to say bring it back, held up. That's the decision from the in-goal judge. What a strong run there from the former captain coach, Brendan Sense. And he'll play it 10 metres out, so Trundle's still in possession, trailing 6-0. Pressure here on the Binalong defence. 10 metres out, we've had 16 minutes of play. Comes away to Todd Porter. Then back on the inside to Anthony Strudwick. And he's going to be wrapped up 7 metres out. Andrew from Tullamore. That ball played to Skinner. Oh, good hands from Todd Porter. He got a bullet. Harris, dummies one way, nearly an obstruction. And Harris is going to be put to the ground here by Mick Spencer from Binalong. Last tackle here from Trundle. And the ball played to the 5'8" Todd Porter. Darts across field. A cross-field kick for the wing three-quarter out there, Brandon Ross, who comes away with it. Doesn't get it down, Brandon Ross. Trundle claiming a try. Referee Bailey says yes. And Brandon Ross comes away with it for the Trundle Boomers. Denied a few moments ago. Not to be denied here in the 17th minute. Binalong Brahmans 6, Trundle Boomers 4.
He caught that one-handed, you know. Leaped above his opponent, caught it one-handed, and the crowd over there on the far...
eastern side.
We're going to say eastern corner in front of the reservoir there were a pure indication that he got the ball down as they leaped in the air.
Canoundra being represented over there on the eastern side of the field with the banner in front of the post, but a terrific effort by Brandon Ross, Andrew Ryan, to get the first try for the Boomers.
Yeah, absolutely, and what a place to score it. Right, it's packed over in that corner there. Lots of people crammed into that little spot, but a really good hit back for the Boomers. Injury update. Unfortunately, Sparlin's come off with a cork on his left leg. He's their goal kicker too, so hopefully he can get back on the field from great hit back there from the Boomers.
So a kick coming up now for the Boomers. You see, I think it's the fullback Lincoln Taylor for the Trundle Boomers. Right on that eastern touchline. He's taken it back about 24 metres. 6-4 in favour of Binalong. But the Boomers here a chance to level things up. For Binalong about to come on is Anthony Merritt, imposing figure on the touchline. Here's the fullback. In he comes. Lincoln Taylor. It's heading towards the post. No, across the face of goal. No goal. So it's 6-4 in favour of Binalong.
I don't want to be a diversion, but how do we go in the doubles?
I don't know. I'll let you check that. I'll go around the grounds to the New South Wales Cup preliminary finals and Richard Svensson.
Yeah, Andrew, Newcastle have opened the scoring. A converted try to Jalen Feeney, and Newcastle are going to race away and score another try, it looks like. 11 minutes of play gone. The Knights lead the Mounties by 6 points to 0, and Newcastle score an 80-metre intercept. 10-0 kick to come.
So the Knights leading the Mounties, thank you, Richard, as now the Trundle Boomers have the footy back. 6-4 in favour of Binalong here in Young, the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final with Matt Elliott, Andrew Ryan and I'm Andrew Moore, and now the Boomers work the ball downfield. We've had 19 minutes of play in the Grand Final. Here's a tackle from James Blair off the bench. They work it from right to left. Ryan Porter back on the inside. Taking the tackle is Bud, 12 metres short of halfway in centre field, right on that cricket pitch area. The ball played to the hooker, Cameron Skinner. Away to Nick Harris, the halfback. Puts up a midfield roost here. Getting underneath it is Dave Brown. Trying to, he takes it on the fly, Dave Brown. He's tackled 9 metres short of halfway. I think that beetle Andrew Ryan has ended up down his throat. The ball's going to be played now. Coming away with it for the Brahmans is the impressive fullback Andrew Swaffield. He's wrapped up on halfway in centre field. Plays it to the winger Caden Rawlinson. Great tackle from the Boomers halfback Nick Harris. 6-4 Binalong leading Trundle. Now steaming onto it for the Brahmans comes James Blair. He's wrapped up 10 metres inside Trundle territory. Plays the ball to Guy Sherritt. Then away to one of the replacements, Scott Norton. Very talented playmaker. He's away, Scott Norton. He's over the 20. Beats one, heading for the line. He's cut down 2 metres out, and they're holding on for dear life here, Trundle. Binalong on the attack, and it comes away to Chris Rawlinson. He steps, beats one, beats two, over he goes. The captain coach, Chris Rawlinson, the halfback for the Binalong Brahmans. And hang on, what's the ruling here, Andrew Ryan, on the touchline? Against the Brahmans?
Yeah, he's called a penalty, I think.
Yeah, it's gone offside against the... so saying there might have been obstruction in there, but there was offside earlier. So a penalty here comes to Binalong for all of that. Chris Rawlinson denied what would have been a sensational try. 6-4 the Brahmans lead.
Hasn't he been in scintillating form at the start of this game?
Well, from the restart, here's big Anthony Merritt powering onto it. He's only a metre or two out from the goal line. We've had 20 and a half minutes of play. Now running it for Binalong is James Blair. He'll get to his feet, just metres out from the goal line. Plays the ball to Guy Sherritt. Got the pass away to the front rower, Ben Potts, and he's shoved backwards by desperate Trundle Boomers defence. Guy Sherritt awaits at dummy half. Options both ways. Works it to his left. Across to Scott Norton. Pass back to Swaffield. Links up with the centre now. On the far side of the field, Henry Payton got a pass away to Rawlinson, and down she goes. So Trundle Boomers do very well to survive. 6 points to 4 in favour of Binalong, and we've had 21 minutes of play.
Looked like a bit of the execution against the Cowboys against Brisbane last weekend. Just not quite the connection between the centres and the wingers. And
How do we go on the doubles?
Oh, the winning double is 103.
103 is the winning double. And come down to where the Country Rugby League officials are near the trophy. You've got the winning double. 103, was it? So here it is now with the Trundle Boom. Oh, a bit of a push and shove out there between the winger Joseph Moss and the second row for Binalong, Ben Spencer. And meanwhile, there's a penalty being awarded here, Bobcat, and it's gone to Binalong about 30 metres out for the Trundle line.
Yeah, plenty of spirit in the middle of the park there, boys. I think it was the winger Moss there pushing one of the back rowers from Binalong off, so they got a penalty and right on the attack here.
Guy Sherritt gets the pass away to James Blair for the Brahmans, and a great tackle coming in from the front rower, Jesse Durning. He'll play it 15 metres out. Binalong with it, leading 6-4. Guy Sherritt, the dummy half. Darts across field. Beats one tackle, Sherritt. Beats another. He's just short of the goal line. Desperate defence coming across there from Trundle Boomers. Jeff... Tushhausen, his grandma listening to us. Scott Norton gets the pass away to Swaffield. The fullback steps past one tackle, but again he's held up. Great defence coming across from Ryan Porter and also Anthony Strudwick. Binalong with it. Ball's been lost, and somehow Matthew Elliott, the Trundle Boomers have survived again. Binalong 6, Trundle 4 here in the Woodbridge Cup.
Well, there was at least 3 try-saving tackles in that defensive set there, Andrew. Outstanding stuff. Having everything thrown at them, Trundle are holding the Binalong team out.
Binalong. They'll get very upset. Very upset.
Shh, Andrew.
Here's the scrum to be fed by Trundle. 10 metres out for their own line, southern end. 23 minutes gone.
No one heard that.
Trundle wins the scrum. Heard what?
What? Right?
And the Boomers just out from their own goal line, about 10 minutes or so. They're using up a fair bit of petrol with some very gallant defence as the ball's... Oh, bang! In comes a heavy hit from the front row from Binalong. Ben Potts. Geez, there's been some hits out there. Is now taking the tackle as Anthony Strudwick. He'll play the ball outside his 20. And they work it from left to right. And the Boomers work their way to within 13 metres of halfway towards the centre of the ground. Out of dummy half there, scoots Mike Hando. Quickest feet in the Central West, I'm told. And he's wrapped up right on halfway. 20 metres in from the far or eastern touchline here at Cranfield Oval. Plays the ball now. And out of dummy half on that occasion was Todd Porter. Ball on the ground. The good chase comes through as well. But the pass, the bounce evades Trundle. Picked up by Swaffield, the fullback for Binalong. Step past one and now he's tackled. 8 short of halfway. Plays the ball and away it comes back on the open side. Anthony Merritt coming off and back on Ruben Olar for the Binalong Brahmans, who are 4 metres short of halfway and they lead 6-4 over Trundle. Now Rawlinson, the wing 3/4 darts away, but he's going to be wrapped up here by Trundle's Isaac Dengate. So replacements coming thick and fast here. 10 metres in Trundle territory and another penalty goes to Binalong. 10 metres inside Boomers half. Goes against Durning, and now the Brahman will again have another great chance to go on the attack. 24 and a half gone. 6-4 to Binalong to Bobcat on the touchline.
Yeah, Trundle's goal line defence has been outstanding. A big set coming here defensively for them again.
Can they keep holding on? The town of Trundle is here in huge numbers as they take the tap, the Brahmans, and it's with Ben Potts, who's been terrific. 15 out for the goal line, plays the ball. They work it from left to right. Steaming onto it is James Blair in jersey 20. Wrapped up 10 metres out from the Trundle line. He'll get to his feet near the uprights and play it to Guy Sherritt, heavily involved. The dummy half away to Chris Rawlinson. Then a pass back on the inside of the front row, Ruben Olar, and he's caught 5 metres out. Trundle again, magnificent defence under great pressure. Sherritt to his left, he gets it to Scott Norton. Darts across field, loses the ball in the tackle. It's scooped up out wide there, though, by the centre 3/4 Henry Payton. And it's 6 to go, says referee Bailey. Played 15 out to Cade Rawlinson, the left winger. But he's going to be taken almost instantly there by Trundle's Isaac Dengate. And he'll play it about 5 metres out, 5 metres in from touch. It's with Norton. Short pass away to the second rower, Tom Johnson. Ball goes free. Trundle come up with it. And Matt Elliott, they've survived again as the pass comes away there from Lincoln Taylor. And the Boomers work their way to safety, relatively speaking, about 20 out from their own line.
Another resolute defensive effort there, but I'm just mesmerised by the physicality both teams are showing.
I agree.
Here. They're absolutely carving into each other. I'm loving it.
So now they spread the ball to their left. The Trundle side, 10 metres short of halfway. And the ball played there to Hando, to Harris. Then back on the inside. The tackle comes. There's another booming tackle over the top on this occasion from James Blair right on halfway. Boomers with it. Played to Mike Hando. Away it goes to the 5'8", Todd Porter. Reefs the kick downfield. Bounces end over in. May go dead, actually. It does go dead. So it'll be a 20-metre tap for the Binalong Brahmans. 26 minutes gone. Binalong 6, Trundle 4. Let's go around the grounds to the New South Wales Cup preliminary finals at Leichhardt Oval. Richard Svensson.
Yeah, Andrew, 19 minutes of play gone in the first half, and Newcastle lead Mounties by 10 points to 0. But as we speak, Mounties have gone in for their first try of the afternoon. It's Newcastle 10, Mounties 4, and Mounties have a kick to come.
Okay, well done now. Here's the hit up from the Brahmans, and Ben Potts is dealt with heavily there by the defence. So the ball's going to be played here to Tony Worthy. He gets it away now to Ruben Olar. He's away from it, Couple Olar. Then he sends a dummy. Then he comes back around almost to Shepherd involving Henry Payton, the centre. In fact, it was a Shepherd. Penalty goal, or an obstruction as they say these days. Penalty to the Trundle Boomers. 28 metres out from the Binalong Brahmans goal line, and Bobcat, a great opportunity here for Trundle.
Yeah, it sure is a great opportunity. They've had so much defence to do, Trundle here. They need to build a bit of pressure, a repeat set, or hopefully points from Trundle point of view.
I'll take the tap, only 10 metres out. Mike Hando does that. He gets the pass away on the open side, and they've got the footy now. About 5 metres out. Hando, way to Porter. Short pass away there onto support. And it's a big booming run coming from Jared Hall. He's only a metre out, but it was a forward pass. And the Trundle Boomers denied. It'll be a scrum feed here to Binalong. 10 metres out from their own line. 27 and a half minutes gone in the first half. And the scoreline still 6-4 in favour of Binalong.
Well, the focus that Trundle are showing in defence. They need to show an attack here. They've got down to this end of the field a couple of times with great field position and come up just a touch short with some of their execution. See Binalong come out of their own territory now, Andrews. It's going to be, again, another tough ask going through this very, very strong, resolute defensive unit.
They've put forward a lot here, as now it's the front row. Ruben Olar is tackled. Only 13 out from his own line, so at the moment Trundle keeping the Brahmans in their own territory, played to Worthy. Away it goes now to Blair. And James Blair is caught 22 out from his own line. Creeps his way up almost to the 30, actually, with Mike Hando on his back. Plays the ball now to Tony Worthy. Works it left to Scott Norton. He nearly breaks free of the tackle, but Hando around his legs, 11 short of halfway. Here's Rawlinson with a kick from near the 40-metre line. Getting back there is the fullback Lincoln Taylor for Trundle. Bounces to him now, few out from his own goal line. Leading the chase for the Binalong Brahmans was the 5'8" Craig Irwin. Wonderful tackle with help coming through there from Daniel Poitevin. So now it's the Boomers again working their way out of their own territory. 30 out for their own line right in centre field. 6-4 to Binalong as Hando gets it away to Todd Porter, the 5'8". His brother's out there, Ryan Porter, and he's taking the tackle, in fact. 34 out from his own goal line. Dummy half Mike Hando awaiting. Then he gets it away to his left, steaming onto it. Goes at Ridges for the Boomers, 5 metres short of halfway, 6'4" Binalong, Trundle with it. Hando gets it away to Todd Porter, the 5'8". Kick downfield, heading towards the eastern touchline, and it's out on the full, so it'll come back for the Binalong Brahmans. Good pressure on the kicker there, on halfway, in fact a few metres inside Trundle territory. Andrew Ryan's watching it all on the touchline. Yeah,
frustration again, obviously, for the Boomers. Their last play options have let them down here a little bit today, and a couple of errors in key positions on the field. But again, they'll have to rely on their defence to hold the Brahmans out here.
So it's Binalong with a footy again through Ruben Olar, and he's wrapped up 14 metres in Trundle territory. And we've had about 28 minutes of play here. Coming away with it now is James Blair, one of the replacements for Binalong, getting some good minutes. He's 30 metres out from the Trundle line. Play to Worthy at dummy half. Works it left to Scott Norton. And Norton stops prop, steps off the left foot, comes back towards centre field, pass away to Blair. Then he got it to Poitevin. Away it comes out of the wing, 3/4. David Brown on the right wing, and he's wrapped up only a few metres out from the line at about 5 metres in from the western touchline. Plays the ball to Craig Irwin. Long pass to Rawlinson. Then away to Scott Norton. He keeps it going to Andrew Swaffield. A stab kick downfield, but waiting for it for Binalong was their wing 3/4, who's away, and that's young Moss. He's away, he's over the 40, he's over the 30, over the 20, the 10, he's going to score. Trundle's going to be in front, there you go. A bit of a swan dive. Brandon Ross gets his second. Trundle, their fans in front of us going nuts. Trundle Boomers 8, Binalong Brahmans 6, and the grand final changes on a kick return from the winger Brandon Ross.
Well, Ross picks that ball off his toes from a little stab kick put through, beats one player, and he's got 90 metres in front of him, Andrew, just to stroll down the field. Now he gets pursued the whole way. Guy's got some great wheels on him.
So Brandon Ross gets his second. He sure does, Cat. As soon as he got the ball, he was away and he was never going to be stopped.
Yeah, he's absolutely. Swaffield put the little left foot kick in there. It doesn't look like his preferred side, but fantastic run. He scooped it up on his toes and just dead set took off, swerved in and away. Second try. Great try to the Boomers.
Yeah, both of them by Brandon Ross. So he's having a pleasant afternoon here on Grand Final Day. 8-6, the Trundle Boomers lead the Binalong Brahmans, despite the fact the Boomers have had to do so much defence on their own goal line there at the southern end. We've had 31 and a half minutes of play. Beautiful day here in Young for the GF of the Woodbridge Cup. And now it's going to be Lincoln Taylor. From next to the post, about 14 metres out, to add the extras. 8-6, Trundle leading, looking for their first premiership win since 1982 in first grade. Here he comes. Lincoln Taylor, the Trundle fullback, strikes it, makes no mistake. He's kicked 1 out of 2. Trundle Boomers 10, Binalong Brahmans 6. Around the grounds, New South Wales Cup preliminary finals with Richard Svensson.
Yeah, Andrew, 16 minutes left to play in the first half, and Newcastle have gone in for another try. They're lining up a conversion attempt at the moment, but it's the Knights 14 leading Mounties 4. 15 and a half minutes left to play in the first half.
We have the great Julian Abbott in the studio. Julian, anything to update in there this afternoon?
I can tell you, good afternoon in the Queensland Cup. It's PNG 8 leading Ipswich 6.
8-6 to PNG in the preliminary final. Thanks, Julian. I'll keep getting scores from you as well. As Hando gets the pass away now for the Boomers, who are 10 short of halfway, and all of a sudden, Trundle 10 leading the Binalong Brahmans 6, and they get a penalty, 10 short of halfway. You see that often in the NRL. A momentum changes, team scores a try against the run of play. Now, Reece Kerr gets the penalty here, and all of a sudden the momentum changes completely as the Boomers will shoot for touch on the eastern side of the field by the winger Joseph Moss.
Well, Boomers haven't had a lot of field position, Andrew. You know, Moss has gone 80 metres to score the try. Let's see what they can come up with here, if they can complete a sit at this end of the field and get another kick maybe over to their winger again.
Well, Brandon Ross has scored 2 tries. Joseph Moss is the touch finder as the Trundle Boomers have it now. 32 metres out from the line. The tackle comes here on Brendan Sense. He'll play it. 15 in from the eastern touchline. Hando gets it away, and it comes there from Porter back on the inside. And the tackle coming on Kerr. 25 metres out. Trundle with it. Played to Hando. Goes the open side of the lock. Blake Ridges. He's caught only 17 metres out by James Blair. Also in there was Tony Worthy, the lock. Plays it to Hando. Wade and Nick Harris, the halfback. He gets the pass back to Lincoln Taylor, the fullback. Great tackle, brings him down. 12 metres out from the line. Trundle Boomers on the attack, leading 10-6, and it's the fleet of foot. Mike Hando out of dummy half. Links up with the 5'8 Todd Porter. Then away to the front rower. Putting the kick in, Jesse Durning. Ball in goal. And coming across was Cade Rawlinson, the winger for Binalong. Shepherds it over the dead ball line and wins a 20-metre tap. So the Brahmans on this occasion managed to hold on. 20-metre tap for Binalong, 34 minutes gone, and the score is 10-6 in favour of Trundle.
And that man Moss looming again there. Had to chase to get the ball dead, but let's see if Binalong can get out of their own territory here and finish a set constructively like Andrew Ryan talked about.
Mid-quarter halfway, and here's the fullback, Andrew Swaffield, wrapped up 8 metres short of halfway, and over the top comes the front rower for Trundle with the tackle, and that was Jesse Durning, and they're just working play up the middle here. Another replacement for Binalong with the hooker guy Sherritt back on the field. They're a metre short of halfway. The ball's played now by Hayden Bush. Out there for Binalong. On the burst, Scotty Norton. He's been terrific. He's through 2, Norton. He's over the 30 to the 20. Dragged to ground by Mike Hando. Showing that speed I spoke about. Played to Chris Rawlinson. Gets it back to Guy Sherritt. The Brahmans on the attack. Sherritt a bit of a step. Darts across field. Looking to link up. Sends a long pass. What a ball. Away to the winger, Dave Brown. Has he got there? No. It's over the touchline. That looked to be a mighty pass. All the way about 25 metres to the wing three-quarter, Dave Brown. But in the end, the defence, the cover comes across, and Trundle Boomers survive again. So 4.5 minutes left in the first half, and it's 10-6 in favour of Trundle. Will have a scrum feed 10 out from their own line.
Some exhilarating attack and great skill. But what about the scramble from the Trundle team to get that player over the touchline there just as he's about to ground the ball?
Scrum feed now. Andrew Ryan on the touchline enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah, again, they've created so many opportunities, the Brahmans. They just can't put them away, but the Boomers' defence, they just keep turning up for each other. And the initial break was made from Norton, who's gone into that 5/8 position with Irwin moving over to right centre with the injury to Sparnan early in the game. But Norton's been highly involved since he's come on.
I think he's had a few injuries this year, Norton, and his right knee's heavily strapped. But geez, capable of making a break as now the Boomers are 10 metres short of halfway, and the ball's played to Mike Hando. It's been terrific off the bench. Away it comes now there to the replacement, Reece Kerr, and he's wrapped up 11 short of halfway, right in centre field for the Trundle Boomers. Hando dummy half, gets a pass out wide. That's Josh Vanderstock, who's been good, and he's flung to the ground here by the 5'8 from Binalong, Craig Irwin. 2 metres in Brahmans territory. Now Nick Harris with a kick. Ricochets off Chris Rawlinson for the Brahmans, and they pick up the footy 11 metres short of halfway, and there to pick it up for Binalong was the second rower, Ben Spencer. So now the Brahmans with it, 5 short of halfway. Daniel Poitevin plays it, and Guy Sherritt works it to his left across to Henry Payton, and he's claimed in the tackle there coming through from Sam Bollum for Trundle, 4 metres in Trundle territory. Now it's Swaffield, the fullback, very heavily involved. As in 17, Mick Spencer out there now for Binalong. There's a Ben Spencer in the second row as well. But also there is Ben Potts, the prop. He's made some significant yardage today, and he's caught here 30 out from the Trundle Boomers line. 10-6 in favour of Trundle. Last tackle Binalong. Sherritt away to Rawlinson. His kick finds the grass. Charging through is Scott Norton. He picks it up and scores. Brilliantly done. Rawlinson the kick. And the cover was slow coming across from the Trundle Boomers. Scott Norton charged through, picked the ball up and crosses next to the post, and the Binalong Brahmans hit back to level things up at 10 apiece with a kick to come from next to the posts.
Well, the first try was off a kick from Rawlinson again for his 5'8". This time the fill-in 5'8". On the field. How good has he gone since he's been on here, Andrew? Just been outstanding. Great chase, great pickup, gets the ball over the try line. I think our scoreline's going to be locked up here very shortly.
Well, it's locked up now at 10 apiece, and they could go in front here, Binalong. But Andrew Ryan, was a great positioning, the kick there from Rawlinson, and Norton was never going to be stopped.
It sure was a great play. Rawlinson's kicking game has been a real feature of this first half. He's hit the 40-20, set up a couple other ones, a couple of repeat sets as well, and that was pinpoint accurate. Norton right on the spot. Unfortunately for the Boomers, they just couldn't hang on for another set.
Well, entertaining first half here in the grand final. Here's the kick coming, and it's the 5'8" Irwin kicking it with off the field Sparnan. So Craig Irwin has landed it from in front, and the Binalong Brahmans are back in the lead by 2. Binalong 12, Trundle 10 in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final for 2015. Let's go around the grounds to the New South Wales Cup Preliminary Finals at Leichhardt. Richard Svensson.
10.5 minutes left to play in the first half, and Mounties have just had a try disallowed. It's the Knights 16 leading Mounties 4.
And Julian Abbott in the studio.
In the Queensland Cup, it's still PNG 8, Ipswich 6.
All right, thanks, guys. Here's the restart coming from the Trundle Boomers with just over a minute left in the first half. And a 12-10 scoreline in favour of Binalong. It's ebbed and flowed, hasn't it? We had 6-0 Binalong, then 6-4, then 10-6 Trundle, and now 12-10 Binalong. And a risky pass on the goal line pretty much away to Swaffield, the fullback for Binalong, and he's cut down in the tackle there by Blake Ridges, 16 out from his own line, played to Sherrod. Then away it goes to the front rower, Potts. What a run again from Ben Potts. He's 13 short of halfway before he's caught. Plays the ball now to Sherrod. Got the ball away this time to Tony Worthy, who's worked very hard through the day, and he's wrapped up 4 short of halfway by Hando. And also in there making the tackle for the Trundle side was Isaac Dengate. Binalong make their way over the halfway mark by a couple of metres. Sherrod dummy half. Goes himself, guys, Sherrod. Beats the first man. Then he's cut down brilliantly by Josh Vanderstock. 30 metres out for the Trundle line. Played to Worthy. Comes away now to Chris Rawlinson on the last. Sends a towering kick up in the air. Getting underneath it and taking the ball is the try scorer, Brandon Ross. In the in-goal area. 20-metre tap for the Trundle Boomers with time fast running out of this first half and a 12-10 Binalong lead.
Well, Andrew, if you want me to describe the football that we're seeing here, it's very direct, very physical. I hope that both teams have got ice baths at half-time.
The ball played out to the fullback, Lincoln Taylor. They spread it to the right, and the defence has been willing throughout this first half. Time nearly up. 7 short of halfway. It's played to Mike Hando. He gets it away to his left. There's one of the replacements on the field now for Trundle, a metre short of halfway. Last hurrah in this first half here for the Boomers. As the ball's played, last tackle of the game, and it comes away now to the front rower downfield, Simon Porter. He's tackled 40 out from the Binalong Brahmans goal line. And what an entertaining first half, Andrew Ryan. The Binalong Brahmans in front of the Trundle Boomers by 12 points to 10.
Oh, it sure was an entertaining first half. Both teams so physical. Defence, their line speed's been really good. The kicking game has been a real feature for the Brahmans, but the goal line defence, they just keep turning up for each other. Trundle, outstanding goal line defence. They've held out the Brahmans so many times right on their line.
Well, it has been good to watch, hasn't it? I'll just run through the stats, Matt, and then get your thoughts. So Binalong tries to Craig Irwin in the 7th minute, Scott Norton in the 38th minute, and the centre three-quarter, Phil Sparnan, 1 from 1 before he left the field with a cork, and Craig Irwin 1 from 1. For Trundle to try to Brandon Ross, forgot to write down the minute, but he scored a second try again in the 31st minute. Lincoln Taylor, 1 goal from 2 attempts. Half-time, 12 points to 10 in favour of Binalong, Matthew.
Well, the common denominator, Andrew, with all the point-scoring plays has been kicks. We've had 2 kicks from the Binalong halfback going back for his 5'8" towards the post, scored off both. Then we had a cross-field kick, and we saw Ross leap in the air, catch a magnificent one-handed catch, and then a kick go bad, and he ran 90 metres. So that's a real indicator that the defensive structures of both teams and effort from both teams is certainly right on the money.
Well, we've seen the Trundle Boomers, underdogs, 33 years since they've tasted premiership success under all that pressure from a team that is used to winning games. They're used to winning grand finals, Binalong, and they've forced them into some mistakes through the pressure. So they've kept them in the game at every chance of a breakthrough after 33 years. We spoke to Danielle earlier, who is the publican at the Trundle Hotel, some 180 k's away. What did she say? 6 gooey trip? From Trundle.
6 beer trip.
First time it's been shut down and beyond Christmas Day. So the celebrations there could be massive. But at Binalong, they're looking for that as well, leading 12 points to 10. Half-time here in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final. Let's go back to the studio on this Sunday afternoon. Julian Abbott.
Andrew, thank you very much indeed. Shortly, we'll give you the list of the new Cabinet Ministers with Malcolm Turnbull. He's just making the announcement at Parliament House. It's on News 24, on the web as well, if you'd like to follow that. Let's go to Leichhardt, New South Wales Cup. Richard Swenson.
Yeah, thanks, Julian. Well, coming up towards the half-time break, 6.5 minutes left to play in the first half, and Newcastle have taken their chances, Mounties haven't, and that's probably what this first half has alluded to. Newcastle currently lead by 18 points to 4, although Mounties dropped the ball over the try line through their winger Stuart Mills. They also had a potential try disallowed for, well, they had about a 3-man overlap outside the last defensive player. The chip kick was put over, and believe it or not, 2 players were somehow standing in front of the kicker. So Mounties haven't taken the most of their opportunities. Newcastle certainly have, and with 6 minutes left to play in the first half, Newcastle lead Mounties by 18 points to 4. Earlier this afternoon in the first of the grand final qualifiers, a very convincing performance from Wyong saw them make their way through to the grand final by beating the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs by 44 points to 20.
Good on you, Richard. It's half-time in the Queensland Cup as well this afternoon. Ipswich, they're leading PNG at the moment by 22 points to 8 in that game being played this afternoon. Half-time at Young, it is Binalong 12 leading Trundle 10. Now, the Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull is announcing his new cabinet this afternoon. We'll have full details on the news at 5 and 6 o'clock this afternoon. We'll also hear from Louise Yaxley just after 6 tonight with a mini special on the cabinet changes. I can tell you, though, that Scott Morrison is the new Treasurer in the federal government. Christopher Pyne has picked up a new role as well. He'll become the Minister for Industry, Innovation and Science. The new Education Minister is Simon Birmingham. He takes on Education and Training. The new Social Services Minister is Christian Porter there. There is a Minister for Women, and it's a woman. Michaela Cash is now the Minister for Women. Prime Minister, of course, Malcolm Turnbull. The Minister for Indigenous Affairs is Nigel Scullion. The Cabinet Secretary, Arthur Sinodinos, is back in the fold once again. One of the most surprising things out of it is the new Defence Minister. Kevin Andrews announced before the announcement from Malcolm Turnbull this afternoon that he'd been given the flick down in Melbourne around about an hour beforehand. The new Minister for Defence is Marise Payne, the first time a woman has ever taken on the Defence Minister role in the Australian government. So Marise Payne is the new Defence Minister there. And Peter Dutton has kept his job as the Minister for Immigration and Border Protection. Christopher Pyne, Industry, Innovation and Science. Scott Morrison, as we expected, is the Treasurer. And Mal Brough is the Special Minister of State. Matthias Cormann keeps the Finance Minister's job. The Minister for Small Business is Kelly O'Dwyer, so she's been elevated as well. She's also the Assistant Treasurer. As I mentioned, we'll have full details in the news at 5 and 6, and we'll hear from Louise Yaxley just after the 6 o'clock news tonight. This is Grandstand on your local ABC.
Nightlife all across Australia.
Tony, we've got something very special for you tonight.
Late night with Tony Delroy.
This is your nightlife.
Oh dear.
It's absolutely amazing how many people go to bed with Tony Delroy.
He would always come on every night with gracious good evenings. I'm Tony Delroy.
Happy anniversary, Tony.
Happy anniversary, Tone.
Quarter of a century running one program.
Here's to the next 25 years, Tony. Nightlife on ABC Local Radio.
Grandstand Rugby League.
On radio, online and on digital radio.
And good to have your company on this Sunday afternoon. We'll go back to Young shortly. Rugby World Cup overnight. Georgia, they beat Tonga 17-10. Ireland beat Canada 50 points to 7. The big upset, Japan defeating South Africa 34-32. France, they beat Italy 32-10 overnight. Tonight it's Samoa and the USA. Wales take on Uruguay. New Zealand take on Argentina. That's at 1:45 tomorrow morning. Australia don't play their first match until 1:45 Thursday morning time there. Jason Jason Day at 20 under has a 6-shot lead with a round to go at the BMW Open in Chicago. Rory McIlroy is 13 under. John Senden is 10 under the card there. But Jason Day, all he needs to do to secure the world number 1 ranking is win the tournament and not have McIlroy or Spieth. I should imagine that was Jordan Spieth at 10 under, I should say. McIlroy or Spieth finish second in the tournament there. The world number 1 ranking is Jason Day. He's going for his 5th tournament win this year. Stephen Bowditch is 2 under. Mark Leishman Matt Jones is 3 under the card there with the round to go. The other 2 Aussies in the field. But Jason Day in the box seat to win the BMW Open in Chicago. In the tennis, we need to win both reverse singles against Great Britain tonight, Andrew Moore.
Yes, and let's hope Bernard Tomic first up against Andy Murray. And Julian, welcome back here. We got caught short a little bit here. We've become so used to the 15-minute half-time breaks in the NRL. They're back already. And we've got to announce the raffle winner. Raffle winner here at Cranfield Oval. We did a car with lights on announcement earlier. Here's the raffle. Black ticket, 94C.
Yes.
Black ticket. Is it us?
No.
Oh, black ticket 94C down to the table there where the Country Rugby League officials are. Black ticket 94C. All right, second half to get underway here. 12 points to 10. The Binalong Brahmans are in front here, leading the Trundle Boomers. Binalong now defending the southern end of the ground. Still a beautiful day here in Young. There's the kick-off of the second half. And it's Binalong getting us underway via their fullback, Andrew Swaffield. The kick taken 10 metres out from the goal line, and a great run by Blake Ridges. Beat the first man, and he's tackled 26 metres out from his own line in centre field. He'll play the ball, they work it to the right side of the field through Todd Porter, a bit of footwork from the 5/8, and he's flung to the ground 29 metres out from his own line. Now he'll play the ball. They work it on the short side here through Dengate. And now they're 10 short of halfway. 12 in from the western touchline. Trundle Boomers with it. The ball's played now by the front rower, and that was Jesse Durning, the captain coach of the Trundle side. Up on halfway, down by just 2 points. The ball now played by Blake Ridges. Played the ball to Cameron Skinner. Works it away now to Nick Harris. Got the pass to Anthony Strudwick. He loses it, and it's picked up by the Binalong Brahmans second rower, Ben Spencer. And caught in heavy defence himself, 5 short of halfway there, coming from Trundle second rower Dane Budd. Now the ball played to Chris Rawlinson. He gets it away to his right as the Brahmans work their way into Trundle territory by about a metre. 12-10 in favour of Binalong here. 1:10 gone in this second half. Now they get 10 metres inside Trundle territory. Was that Ben Potts again with another run?
Your favourite. I think I'm sensing some man love there.
Oh,
Andrew.
He's outstanding. Now it comes away to Worthy, who's been terrific as well. 34 out from the Trundle line. Brahmans with it, leaving 12-10. And it comes away now to the halfback, Chris Rawlinson. Oh. Great step, but the ball goes loose and it's scooped up now by the Trundle Boomers. They've got it through their fullback, Lincoln Taylor. Let's go to the touchline, Andrew Ryan.
Yeah, disappointing start for both sides. An error in their first set. You get in there at half-time, talk about all the things you want to do positive in the second half, and unfortunately for both teams, come out and make an error. But hopefully the Boomers now trying to get back in their rhythm and get out of their own half.
Comes away to Anthony Strudwick, Bobcat for Trundle, and he's caught 9 metres short of halfway. He'll get to his feet and play the ball now to Cameron Skinner, the dummy half. Works it away to the second rower, Brendan Sense, who's been awesome as well. And he's 7 metres inside Binalong territory. 12-10 the Brahmans lead, but the Boomers with it from Trundle. Here's Porter, the 5/8. Long pass away to Ryan Porter, his brother in the headgear. He trips and falls 10 metres in Binalong's half. Last tackle, out of dummy half. There goes Todd Porter. He's going to be caught with it on the last. Changeover. Very good defence coming from Binalong. 39 out from their own line, 5 in from the western touchline, so 2.5 gone in the second half after that very good tackle from Scott Norton. It's a changeover to the Brahmans, who lead 12 points to 10, and it comes away to their setter, Henry Payton, who's going to be wrapped up 8 metres short of halfway.
Well, one of the things that hasn't changed from the first half, Andrew, is that they're ripping into each other still. But as Andrew Ryan's already identified, we've had 3 sets here, haven't had a constructive finish to any of them. The first team that actually gets in a little bit of rhythm here is going to be the team.
Here's Potsy. Ben Potts again.
Can you stop it?
11 metres inside Trundle territory. Plays the ball.
He's probably got a family.
Guy Sherrod away to Tony Worthy. Beats the first man. Now he's wrapped up. 28 metres out from the Trundle line. Was it really not Did we really not have black ticket C94?
I'm pretty sure we don't.
Comes away to Chris Rawlinson. Bang, down he goes. What a tackle that time from Trundle. Lock forward, Blake Ridges. 22 out for the Boomers line. Last tackle, Scott Norton. They run it. They work it from left to right to Irwin. Then a pass away to Poitevin. Ball on the ground, picked up by Trundle. Great job there by the fullback, Lincoln Taylor. And they survive that attacking rate again. Now it's the centre has been terrific. Josh van der Stock. He's wrapped up 15 out from his own line. Binalong 12. Trundle 10. 3.5 minutes gone in the second half. It comes away from left to right, Porter. Got to pass away to his brother. That's from Todd to Ryan Porter. Then he links up with Brandon Ross. Watch him go. He's over the 40 to halfway. Puts in a stab kick and the ball goes over the western touch line. Exciting stuff there from the Trundle Boomers. But it's going to be a Binalong scrum feed, about 15 or 20 out for their own goal line southern end.
Well, our man, Mr. Moss, got in the clear again. I don't think he quite got the ball on the foot like he'd like it to. It went into touch. He would have liked to kicked it infield and got in a foot race, and I would have been backing him, Andrew.
Brandon Ross, 2 tries today already. 1 long distance. Bobcat.
Yeah, he chanced his arm there. It was very early on in the tackle count. Just backed himself full of confidence after his first half, but unfortunately the ball just trickled over the sideline there. Brahmans ball coming out of trouble.
Scott Norton wins the scrum and gives it away to Andrew Swaffield, and he's wrapped up 25 out from his own line. We had a message via SMS at half-time just saying how quickly this game seems to have gone by, listening in without all the interruptions you get through an NRL game, and it has flown by as the Brahmans are with it. 10 metres short of halfway. Almost 5 minutes gone here in the second half. As Sherritt gets the pass away to his left, and the Brahmans up towards halfway. Binalong 12, Trundle 10.
I don't think you should be allowed to tackle that hard on the cricket pitch, Andrew. There should be a law.
No, I did a check at half-time. It is very hard on that cricket pitch.
Ruben Ola, he's tackled now. 5 metres inside Trundle territory. In fact, he got an offload away. Now there's a penalty. Swinging arm in there against the Boomers. And a penalty goes to Binalong. 5 metres in Trundle territory. Questioning things as the Trundle front rower, Jesse Durning. And apparently 2 girls from Trundle won the raffle. That's good. Well done, ladies.
Yeah.
And here's the Brahmans getting the penalty. 7 metres in Trundle territory. 12-10 in favour of Binalong. Early stages of the second half. Almost 6 minutes gone, and Binalong fine touch right in front of us.
You love a touch finder, don't you?
Well, when it's this close to us, yeah. 31 out. Tap taken now by Henry Payton. Gets the pass away to Norton. Then charging onto it with a great run is Ruben Ola. And he's wrapped up 22 metres out for the Trundle Boomers line. He'll play the ball now to Guy Sherritt. Then he gets the pass away to Worthy. He steps past one Worthy. Then holding on for dear life was Skinner. Coming in as well for Trundle there is Jess Tushhausen. 13 metres out for the line. Plays the ball. Dummy half, Sherritt. Wrestles away from one. Still going across field. In over the top there comes the centre, Ryan Porter. 2 others as well. Only a few metres out for the line. In the northwestern corner, Norton dummy half. Then away to Worthy. He's very near the goal line. Shoved backwards by 2 metres. Binalong Brahmans on the attack, leading 12-10. Guy Sherritt once again into dummy half. The play the ball eventually it comes. Sherritt sends it to his right to Chris Rawlinson. He sends a cut-out pass away to Chris Irwin, the 5'8". Steps back in field, beats one. He's been playing in the centre since an earlier injury, and Irwin will play 2 out. Ball lost, and the referee says play on. It'll be a scrum feed to the Trundle Boomers and Andrew Ryan. The Boomers have been doing this all day, thwarting the Brahmans close to their line.
Oh, again, the opportunities the Brahmans are creating, they just cannot put them away. But Trundle, their goal line defence, they just continue to turn up for each other, but really taking some juice out of them defensively.
Not only turning up, he absolutely rattled his cage there, knocked the ball free. I couldn't quite get a clear vision of who it was. It was one of the back rowers there, but wow, what a hit.
10 metres out now for the Trundle Boomers line. I'll have a scrum feed. Let's go around the grounds.
Did you miss your button?
I did miss my button.
I love it when you miss your button.
I know you do. Let's go around the grounds. New South Wales Cup preliminary finals. Richard Svensson.
Well, they may have to take the New South Wales Cup up to Gosford next weekend because at the moment Newcastle all over Mounties at half-time. The Knights leading by 22 points to 8. Earlier this afternoon, Wyong 44 beat the Bulldogs 20.
Trundle have it 18 out for their own line. Julian Abbott's in the studio.
And in the Queensland Cup this afternoon, Ipswich 22, PNG 8.
Almost 8 minutes gone here in the second half of the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final, and a great break being made here by Porter, Todd Porter, the 5'8". And that's for Trundle, 2 short of halfway. Plays it to Taylor. Then away to the strong running second rower, Brendan Sense. And what a great run. He's 12 metres in Binalong territory, and he's put to the ground by his opposite number, Ben Spencer. Plays the ball now. It comes across from Skinner to Nick Harris. A long pass away to the other second rower out wide. That's Dane Budd, and he's put down 30 metres out from the Binalong line, and the ball's been lost forward. So the Brahmans will get the footy back. 30 out from their own line. We've had 8 minutes and 15 seconds in this second half, and the score as it was at the break. Binalong Brahmans 12, Trundle 10, and the Brahmans are going to have the footy back via a scrum feed 30 metres out for their own line.
Such is the nature of this game, the competitiveness, Andrew, is things are starting to get a little bit frisky out there. Guys giving each other a little bit of a push and a shove.
Don't push me off the truck.
Yeah, I'm getting involved in it, Andrew. I'm really getting involved in it.
Now they win the scrum, the Brahmans, and there's the strong running fullback, Andrew Swaffield, and again, swashbuckling defence, 12 short of halfway. Played to Sherritt, sends it away to his left, and here comes the defence here on Ruben Ollar, about 9 metres short of halfway in centre field. Good defence from that was the centre, wasn't it? Ryan Porter. Now it's Potsy. Ben Potsy leaves two in his wake again to halfway, and a flick out the back door. Not a great one, but it's scooped up by Chris Rawlinson, and he's going to be flung to the ground. 5 metres his own side of halfway in the cricket pitch area by Jeff Tushausen. Now they work it to the left. James Blair with the footy for Binalong. Up over halfway he goes with a very determined run. 3 defenders it takes to slow him down. 6 metres inside Trundle territory, and they risk giving away a penalty, and they do. Penalty goes to the Brahmans in front of you, Bobcat. 9 metres in Trundle's half.
Yeah, again, they're just inviting the Brahmans into their own area, but can Trundle keep repelling this attacking raids from the Brahmans?
Oh, you are right, Andrew. Potsy's coming off.
Oh, he deserves a breather. Ben Potts, the front rower from Binalong. Meanwhile, it's a great touch finder. 10 metres out from the Trundle line, and they'll take the tap by their centre, Henry Payton. Takes it now, gives it to Scott Norton, streaming onto it, Anthony Merritt. He's over the 10, and he's put to the ground now, 8 metres out from the goal line. Good defence coming from Tushausen for Trundle. The ball played now to Sherritt. He works it away to his right to James Blair. He's within 2 metres of the goal line, a metre from the goal line. Very, very close. Desperate defence here from Trundle, headed up there by Dane Budd. Now they work it to their right. Switch of play from Rawlinson back to Norton on the left. He steps past one Norton, past another. He's done it again, Scott Norton. He's been terrific since coming off the bench. Scott Norton awarded the try, his second. It comes in the 11th minute of the second half, and Binalong Brahmans extend their lead over the Trundle Boomers by 16 points to 10.
Every time Scott Norton's touched the ball, Andrew, he's beaten 2 or 3 players. That time, steps off his left foot twice, straight in under the sticks. That makes that penalty very costly, doesn't it?
Certainly does, Bobcat. That one... it's only so often you can allow a team into your territory and on the attack, and that one's resulted in a try with a kick to come from next to the post.
Yeah, it sure has, and unfortunately for the Boomers, they had a man down in defence there as well, down to 12 men at that stage. So Norton saw that after the little switch play from Rawlinson. Left foot step, up the middle of the park, try time. Great play there from the Brahmans.
16-10 it is, and Craig Irwin will try and convert from near enough to in front. Binalong 16, Trundle 10, Woodbridge Cup Grand Final. And earlier today, we saw the Peak Hill Roosters win the Youth League Grand Final, and Ugowra Golden Eagles win the Ladies League Tag. So now there's a question being posed here in a moment. Craig Irwin converts, and the Trundle captain, Durning, wants a word with the referee. But Irwin is successful with his kick, so he's landed 2 out of 2. Binalong 18, Trundle 10. Around the grounds we go. New South Wales Cup Preliminary Finals. Richard Svensson.
Half-time here at Leichhardt Oval. Newcastle 22 lead Mounties 8 earlier this afternoon. Wyong 44 beat the Bulldogs 20.
I think that gentleman's found that Mr. Whippy van. Matt, they look pretty good, those chock tops. And Julian Abbott of the Grandstand studio.
I'll have one, please. Yes. Ipswich at 22 leading PNG 8.
Here's the kick-off. Binalong trap it deep in their own territory, and it comes back near a centre field here with the score 18-10 to Binalong. So Trundle got to be wary not to let this game get away. 12 gone second half.
I like it with the flake stuck in, by the way.
Oh, who doesn't?
Yeah, I just thought I'd raise that.
Now it's the second row for Binalong. Ben Spencer. He's caught 30 out from his own line centre field, right on the cusp of the cricket pitch. And now they work it uphill onto the cricket pitch through Swaffield. She's got some hits today. I'll tell you what, the Binalong fullback, he just keeps getting up. And he'll play it 18 short of halfway. Here's Anthony Merritt. And he's a bit of a crowd favourite. 10 metres short of halfway, he's put to the ground. Good defence coming in there by Trundle's second rower, Brendan Sense. Now a little kick over the top. Flying through there for Binalong was Rawlinson, but it's picked up at the back by Lincoln Taylor, the fullback for Trundle, and they have it back 33 metres out for their own line in centre field. The ball's played eventually there to Mike Hando, who's back on the field, a dummy half, 13 short of halfway, to his feet, plays the ball, and out of dummy half, scooting from right to left is the winger for Trundle, Joseph Moss. He's 8 metres short of halfway, and he'll get to his feet after the tackle coming through from Worthy. The ball comes out to the second rower, and Brandon Sense again, who's been very good, a metre short of halfway. He's cut down by Blair, plays the ball to Porter, and from Todd to Ryan it goes. Ryan Porter's dumped on his back, 9 metres in Binalong territory, very heavy defence. Last tackle here for the Boomers. The ball played to Hando, away to Todd Porter, a little stab kick. What's the chase like? Nick Harrison pursuit, but getting back there is the Brahmans, and they have it for Binalong. 15 out from their own line, 18-10. Binalong leading Trundle. Bobcat right on the touchline.
Yeah, not a bad little option there from Trundle. Little short kick. The fullback had quite a bit of depth, but they turned up in numbers. Great defence. Geez, there's going to be some sore bodies after this contest.
Including ours up here, and we're metres away. Here's hitting it up now, Payton for Binalong, and he's crashed to the ground. 18-10 to the Brahmans. They go to dummy half again through Sherritt. He's up over the 40 in the centre of the cricket pitch, and he's wrapped up on a good length, 9 metres short of halfway. And coming in to make the tackle there was Sam Bollum. The ball played. Rawlinson out of dummy half. He's got a wonderful kicking game over the head of Lincoln Taylor, but as the ball bounces end over end over the dead ball line, 20-metre tap, and coming up here for the Trundle Boomers. Incidentally, a cheerio to Brooke Gavin, who's supporting the Trundle Boomers. She's listening to ABC Online from London, where it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. Good on you, Brooke. And I hope your Boomers bounce back for you. Thanks for listening from London at that ungodly hour. Here's the Trundle Boomers from the restart. And the tackle comes here. In fact, from memory, this is about 10 past 7. Goes away from Hando. Gets the pass away to Sam Bollum. He's tackled 10 metres short of, in fact, just outside his 30 for the Boomers as Hando works it to his right to Dane Budd. And he's wrapped up 11 short of halfway. Coming in to make the tackle was James Blair. 18-10 to Binalong, but Trundle not giving up here as they spread it back on the inside. It comes to Jesse Durning. The captain coach beats 1, beats 2, leading by example over halfway. Dragged to the ground 7 metres in Binalong territory. He plays the ball out of dummy half. They scoot, and it's the Boomers on the attack. 30 metres out, 20 metres out, and the ball's been lost by Vanderstock. Picked up by the fullback for Binalong, Andrew Swaffield. 15 out from their own line, and there are players down, Bobcat, all over the place back at this northern end. In fact, one each side of halfway.
Yeah, there's a couple of Binalong players down, and the referee stopped it straight away. Swaffield with the ball on about the 20-metre line, but a fantastic run there from Vanderstock. Unfortunately, just spilt the ball on the Binalong 10-metre area.
Well said. So it's time off here. These injuries are being assessed. 16 minutes gone in the second half.
And we need to remind people that these guys show up for training a couple of times a week. We're not like the professional players that have full-time occupation. There is a complete lack of fear.
They're just ripping in, aren't they? It's
on the fear here. They are teeing off.
But you know what? That's what I expected to see in country footy.
I did, but I forgot how just brutal they are.
Oh, they are. It's awesome to watch.
Yeah, awesome to watch. Let's put watch in capital letters, underlined with exclamation marks, because I'm pretty happy I'm standing up here.
How many would you like?
Exclamation marks.
Yes.
Pardon?
About 7.
What was that, Bobcat?
No, I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, there's been some massive contact out there today.
You'd love to be out there, wouldn't you?
Negative.
Andrew. Was it like this for the playing for South Newcastle a few weeks ago?
Well, there was a pitch, and I went nowhere near the pitch as well when I played in that game. I hung about 10 metres from the sideline all day.
Got to become an edge player then.
I do not believe a word you're saying, by the way. Not a word of it.
He's not you.
Have you seen him in the box from the State of Origin? His eyes rolled back in his head, started slavering. There was no way he was staying away from anything.
So, a couple of players coming off here. Coming on for Binalong in 14 is Luke Donnelly. He's about to come on the field. And Binalong have the footy back.
I don't think it's too late, Bobcat, to register either.
Today?
Yeah.
It's too late.
No,
Andrew Swaffield, meanwhile, plays the ball to Tony Worthy. Gets it away to his left as the Binalong Brahmans have it, leading 18 points to 10 here in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final being played at Cranford. Beautiful sunny day. Temperatures in the low 20s here. And now it's Andrew Swaffield, the fullback. And, geez, he's been heavily involved, hasn't he? Plays at 30 out from his own goal line to Worthy. He dummies, goes himself, Tony Worthy, into some space. Hando's there with a tackle and the ball goes free. Now, was it a knock-on from Binalong? No, 6 to go for the Brahmans. 8 metres short of halfway. I thought that was a knock-on. Now push and shove coming in. And another penalty goes to Binalong, this time against... Trundle player in 21, that's Isaac Dengate, and the penalty to Binalong, about 7 metres short of halfway. Kick it over here, Rollo. It's Chris Rawlinson, the captain coach, who finds touch about 29 out from the Trundle line, 18-10 to Binalong. Rollo. The captain coach, Rollo.
Potsy.
Tap
Rollo.
taken now by Henry Payton. Gives it to Scott Norton. There's Potsy. Ben Potts is back with another great charge, and he's caught 20 metres out from the Trundle line. Make it 18 by the time the big unit finally finally is allowed to play the ball to Worthy. Then gets it away now to the replacement Luke Donnelly just on the field, and he's tackled, shoved backwards. Great defence by Trundle. 18 metres out from the Trundle line. Binalong on the attack, leading 18-10, and comes back down the inside for Binalong through Tom Johnson. He's out 8 metres out from the goal line. Binalong on the attack. Dummy half Tony Worthy. Works it right to Chris Rawlinson. He links up with the fullback, Swaffield. Lovely pass to Craig Irwin. Cuts back in field. Beats 1-2 for Binalong. Heading towards the line as he out of another tackle. Then the defence comes only a metre out. Great run there by Craig Irwin. He'll play the ball. Binalong on the attack, leading 18-10. Long pass from Worthy to Rawlinson. Then to Scott Norton. Great tackle coming across there from the centre, Ryan Porter. 8 out from the goal line. Last tackle, Northern End. Little stab kicking goal off the boot of the 5'8", Todd Porter, and then dived on by the front rower here for Trundle in Jesse Durning, and there's a scuffle going on beyond the western touchline right in front of us. Hopefully that will abate very shortly. Mike Hando coming in with a shove on Payton, Henry Payton, and now there's another scuffle breaking out, pushing and shoving at this stage. Right on this western touchline in the northwestern corner. And a couple of Trundle players are just getting a few of their teammates out of the way, including the youngster, the winger, Joseph Moss. So the referees will sort all that. Did you see how that started, Matthew?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a disagreement after a slightly late contact. I've got to acknowledge the efforts of the
slight disagreement after a slightly late contact.
Yeah. Well, there was obviously some protracted discussions after the initial disagreement, but I think everyone's okay. Play on, sir. Oh, no.
And both touch judges came in as well just to help out the referee. So the touch judge from the far side came over to help him.
You don't see that anymore in the league either, do you? There's no mic in the flag.
No.
How are you, Bobcat? You all right?
Oh, mate, I'm excellent.
You look cruising down there. Look, the referees have handled that well. They've come in, they've had a chat, and they've said, let's just go, play on. And the Trundle Boomers have the footy back inside their 10-metre line, and they're down here as Dengate's tackled, 15 out from his own lane, 18-10 in favour of Binalong, almost halfway through this second half. Now heading the ball up for Trundle is Sam Bollerman. He leaves one in his wake, 13 metres short of halfway in centre field. He'll play the ball now to Mike Hando. He gets it away to his left to the halfback Nick Harris, but he's caught 14 short of halfway centre field. Play to Hando, to his right to Todd Porter, then away to Dengate. Links up now with Ryan Porter, the centre. Lovely tackle by Norton, but Porter got the pass back and scooped up by Dengate. Norton across to make the tackle. Ball lost. Dived on here by Binalong. Dave Brown picks it up, but we've got a knock-on against Binalong is the ruling. Well, that happened literally 4 metres from you, Bobcat. They get that right?
Yeah, they sure did. There was a couple of little offloads from Trundle there, but Binalong got the ball and then lost it, so good call from the referee.
20 minutes gone, second half in the grand final of the Woodbridge Cup. And it's 18 points to 10. Binalong Brahmans leading Trundle Boomers, and Trundle get a scrum feed on halfway.
Well, this is a massive set in the concert. How long we got to go there?
20 minutes.
20 minutes to go. Well, 8 points behind. They've actually got to get themselves back in this game real soon.
And here's the setter from the scrum when Ryan Porter, he lost the ball behind him, picked up by Hando. Hando takes on the setter from the other side, Binalong, Henry Payton, and he's caught about 25 metres out from the Brahmans line. Dummy half goes Todd Porter. Floats a pass away there to the front row back on the field, Simon Porter. And he's wrapped up. There are Porters everywhere, 30 metres out from the Brahmans line. Plays the ball now to Todd Porter. Gets it away to Harris. He links up back on the inside to Lincoln Taylor. The fullback beats one. Coming across with the out position fullback Swaff. field to beat him. But now the cover comes from the Brahmans. Only a couple of metres out from the goal line. The Trundle Boomers on the attack. Down by 8. Hando. Away to Todd Porter. Flat pass to... No, he's not there. The big prop, Sam Bollum. He's over. He scores and the Boomers are right back in it. With 21 and a half gone second half. The try scored by Sam Bollum. And it's now Binalong 18. The Trundle Boomers 14 with a kick to come from in front of the sticks.
Oh, there's one very happy fan in front of us there. We talked about the importance of that set for the Trundle team there, Andrew. The first time they've had some field position and they make it count for them. They get a penalty and the big prop steams over and scores right under the post.
What'd your voice go like that?
Well, because he's big.
So every time you talk about a big mate, you start, yes, do you?
Well, not all the time. I just thought I'd add some effect. And there was, because he is so large, when he hit the ground, there was a little bit of movement.
What about how he slammed it down, Sam Bollum? So 3 tries each, 18-14 to Binalong. 18 minutes left. Kick to come here from Lincoln Taylor, the fullback.
He's pretty happy with himself too, Sam, as he runs back and ready to receive the kick.
Oh, wouldn't he be? Great effort.
He's going to go again.
So here's Lincoln Taylor to get them to within 2 points here, Trundle. Looking for their first title since 1982. He moves in, strikes it. Southern End makes no mistake. He's kicked 2 out of 3. It's 18-16 to Binalong over Trundle, but the Boomers are fighting back with about 18 left. Let's go around the grounds. New South Wales Cup preliminary finals at Leichhardt. Richard Svensson.
Yeah, Andrew, 29 minutes left to play here, and it's the Knights 22 leading Mounties 12. The winner plays Wyong next week in the New South Wales Cup Grand Final.
And Julian Abbott.
In the Queensland Cup, it's Ipswich 28 leading PNG 8. It's halftime in the NRC at Ballymore. It's Brisbane 24 leading New South Wales Country 21. Just more on the ministry. Joe Hockey has announced he'll be resigning from Parliament.
Ooh, okay. Full details coming up at the 5 o'clock news as from the kick-off. Hitting it up was Jared Hall for Trundle. Now they get to within 15 of halfway. 15 in from the western touchline. Playing the ball there is Brendan Sense. Dummy half was Skinner. Now he links up with the lock forward Ridges. He's wrapped up. He's had a very solid afternoon. 10 short of halfway. Binalong 18. Trundle 16. Woodbridge Cup Grand Final in Young. Nick Harris back on the inside. It goes to Bollum. The try-scoring whiz. He's over halfway. And the ball goes loose behind him. Who dives on it? Knock on by Trundle. And Bollum clutches his head in anguish. Binalong Brahmans will have a scrum feed about 3 metres short of halfway. It's 18-16 in favour of Binalong here with about 17 minutes left.
Oh, the big man Bollum, he's danger man, Andrew. He's an absolute danger man. Plays in short stints, but very hard to contain.
Andrew Ryan's on the touchline.
Fantastic run right up the middle of the park there from Trundle through Bollum, but unfortunately just pushed that last pass and came up with an error as the Brahmans take the ball over the halfway line.
Through the fullback, Andrew Swaffield. He's caught a metre short of halfway. He's bucking there, trying to get to his feet. Plays the ball now to Scott Norton. He works it to his right as the Brahmans are right in centre field. Just getting on the other side of that cricket pitch area. Binalong Brahmans 18, Trundle Boomers 16 with 15 and a half to go. Ball played to Sherrod. He gets it away to Potsy, who's hammered. What a tackle coming from Jared Hall. Ben Potts, 34 out. Brutal. Now Tony Worthy. He gets it away to his right, and this Trundle Boomers defence is aimed up all day under enormous pressure. Binalong with it 30 out. The ball played to Sherrod. He stopped, then got away from one. He stands in another tackle, flung to the ground. 22 metres out for the Trundle line. Last tackle now for Binalong. Ball play to Chris Rawlinson. Dummies past the marker. Puts a kick over the top. The ball bounces in goal but over the dead ball line. So Trundle again, Matt Elliott, survive with some brutal defence, some desperate defence. Now they've got a 20-metre tap. Binalong Brahmans 18, Trundle 16 with a quarter of an hour to go.
I really think that Binalong are going to get the ball to Norton when they're in that part of the field. He's a real danger man carrying the ball. Didn't get any possession then. Let's see how Trundle get out of their own territory. But, wow, what about some of the contact in that last set? Ridiculous.
11 short of, 29 out from their own line, Trundle, as it's played by the wing three-quarter Brandon Ross. Now it comes away on the open side, 20 in from touch on the western side of the field and 34 metres out from their own goal line. It's played now by the second rower, Brendan Sense. Gives it away to the front rower, Jared Hall. Hall up over the 40. And Jared, he's a Trundle boy, plays rugby for Forbes on Saturday. but the ball goes free for Binalong. 9 metres in Trundle territory. I'll just look down at my notes. Obviously, they're on time as they give the ball away. Trundle and Binalong come away with it through the front rower, and that's Ruben Oller. 32 out from the Trundle line. Gives it away to Tony Worthy at full charge. He got through Skinner, wrapped up 15 out. Binalong 18, Trundle 16. Can they hold on again here or to Binalong? Increase the lead. Share it out of dummy half. Bounced away from the first one. He's 8 metres out from the line. Now he's going to be wrapped up there by Skinner, and also coming through there for Trundle in the 17 jersey was Reece Kerr. The ball played 3 metres out. Chris Rawlinson holds it up. Dummies goes himself. He's only about a foot out from the goal line. Brahmans 18, Trundle 16. They're on the attack. The Brahmans, short-sided Norton. Flat pass away to Irwin. He beats 1-2. He grounds it. Scores. Craig Irwin gets some heavy contact after he scores as well. Tell you what, he's feisty, the winger over there. Joseph Moss coming in. Now there's a scuffle. And the try scored by Craig Irwin. It comes in the 67th minute, and it's now Binalong leading the Trundle Boomers by 22 points to 16.
Feisty indeed, Andrew. They apparently Danielle said that he's been known sometimes difficult to get out of the establishment late in the evening, but Binalong have eked their way back in the lead. This is toing and froing. I don't know how many lead changes we've had today, Andrew, but I think we're up about 4 or 5. So what a gripping contest we're witnessing here.
It's a terrific try. He's been good, Irwin. He started at 5'8", Andrew Ryan. He's been out in the centre since the injury to the centre, Phil Sparnan.
Yeah, he sure has. And a nice little play down on that right edge. And Norton, who's predominantly been hanging out on this left edge, jumped down the right there. Short little passes. Irwin hit a good line and a really good try to the Brahmans.
Tell you what, boys, you don't see much mucking around. I mean, there's a caution going on now, and that'll be to the feisty one, Joseph Moss.
The feister.
The feister.
Yeah.
So he's getting a bit of a talking to. Also in there is Nick Harris, the halfback. But they tend to they have a bit of a chat and they get on with things.
Yeah. So they should.
So
maybe the NRL refs could come out here and pay some attention.
Referee Bailey having a chat to them now. Of course, no mics on referees in the bush footy.
I can lip read from this distance.
Can you?
Yeah, what he's saying is just don't do that again, please.
Any chance of you just relaxing?
It's naughty.
Enjoying a game of footy. So, 22-16 to Binalong, and this is a very important kick.
He's channeling Gary from Byron Bay.
G'day, Gaz. Hope the oysters and the beers are going down particularly well at Byron this afternoon.
He's probably asleep by now.
Kick coming from Irwin. He might be too. I blame you if he is. He strikes it with the left foot, heading right between the posts, Craig Irwin. So he's kicked 3 out of 3, scored 2 tries. It's a fair old day. Binalong 24, Trundle 16. Back around the grounds. New South Wales Cup preliminary final action with Richard Svensson.
Yep, 23 minutes left to play here, Andrew, and Newcastle have just gone in for another try. They lead Mounties 26 points to 12 earlier this afternoon. Wyong 44 beat the Bulldogs 20.
All right, good on you, Sveno, and Julian Abbott in the studio.
In the Queensland Cup this afternoon, it's still Ipswich 28 leading PNG 8. In the rugby at Ballymore, it's Brisbane 24, New South Wales Country 21.
Thank you, Julian. Here's Anthony Merritt from the restart for Binalong. He plays the ball and it comes away. How many touches has this bloke had? The fullback, Andrew Swaffield, for the Brahmans. He plays at 25 out from his own line. Here's Tony Worthy right up the centre of the ruck. He's 11 metres short of halfway. He's had a great game. Plays the ball 24-16 to the Binalong side here with around about 11 or 10 and a half minutes left to play. Binalong creep into Trundle territory. Chris Rawlinson out of dummy half. Gains 20 metres. Links up with Dave Brown, the winger, but he's dragged in. 18 metres out and a few in from the eastern touchline. Last tackle for Binalong. Looping pass. Away it comes to Norton. Then to Swaffield again. Puts it on the toe, but back there is the centre, Ryan Porter for Trundle. He swung to the ground. 1-on-1 steal by Swaffield. What an effort.
He's on fire. He's Roger-like.
Oh, now the pass came from Henry Payton to Anthony Merritt, and he knocks the ball on 5 out. And Merritt puts his hand up as if to say, my bad. Scrum feed for Trundle, 10 metres out from their own line. The scoreline, by the way, in favour of the Binalong Brahmans at the present time, 24-16 with just under 10 to go.
Well, that was a big error, and Swatfield, as I say, I just looked down at my stats here, 24 carries, 274 metres, very Roger-like. I'm quite surprised that Andrew Ryan hasn't expressed his man love for him as well.
Here's Van der Stock. Now a lost ball by Trundle, but they regather 4 out from their own line. Bobcat, would you care to respond?
No, I'm a massive fan. He's been very impressive from the get-go, Swatfield.
9 short. I thought you were going to call him Swaffy there for a sec.
Swafster.
14 out for the Trundle line. The ball played, steaming onto it. Now for the Trundle side is Anthony Strudwick. 20 out from his own line. They're down by 8. Trundle inside 10 to go. Here's Porter back on the inside to Jesse Durning. Wrapped up now. 28 out from his own line on about tackle 4. Dummy half goes Cameron Skinner. Works it right to Todd Porter. Then a pass away to support up over the 30. They go through the fullback Lincoln Taylor. And he's going to play to, in fact, it's the second rower, I should say. Brendan Sense, 11 short of halfway. Last tackle, played to Ryan Porter. Back it comes to the lock, Blake Ridges. He puts a kick downfield, finds the grass, bounces away from the winger, Dave Brown. Swatfield's got to go all the way back, so a good kick in the end by Ridges. Swatfield's got it for his 25th carry. Back over the 20, wrapped up, 25 out from his own line. It's Binalong, 24, leading Trundle 16 here in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final. Down with about 8 and a bit to go, according to my clock here, as it's played now. Sherrod works it to his left. Here's a break. Over halfway go the Brahmans. To the 30, Lincoln Taylor. What a tackle on Henry Payton. Great courage, great technique. 27 out. Play to Guy Sherrod. He sends it right to Norton. Then away to Rawlinson. Is the killer blow here. Sends a cut-out pass away. And they're still 20 metres out as Dave Brown's put to the ground. Forward was the cry from in front of us. The ball played now. Rawlinson gets it back on the open side and the... Binalong Brahmans, that's Blair who's flung to the ground, 14 metres out by Skinner. Last tackle, out of dummy half, Sherrod works it right to Norton. Norton puts it on the toe, in goal, and it's carried over the dead ball line by the 5-star. The wing three-quarter, Joseph Moss. Goal line drop out here for the Trundle Boomers, who trailed 24 points to 16, and we've got about 7.5 minutes left in the Woodbridge Cup Grand Final.
Gee, I'm impressed by Norton. What about his class? He's great ball carrier, got a great passing game in there. He just shows some great touch as well to get the ball in goal. A repeat set for the Binalong team.
Caden Rawlinson fields the line drop out. He gives it away. Is that Potsy? Ben Potts is caught 24 metres out from the line, and he'll play 20 in from the western touchline. Binalong with it. The ball played Sherrod. He links up with Worthy. Steps off the right foot over the 20-metre line. 18 metres out from the Trundle goal line. Binalong Brahmans, as I put my teeth back in, 24, leading the Trundle Boomers 16. Here's Norton, 8 metres out. Plays it to Sherrod, short side. A little pass away there to Hayden Bush, and he's only a few metres out in the 15 jersey. He'll get to his feet and play it. He does so now to Payton. He sends it to his right. Across it goes Norton. A long pass from left to right to Craig Rawlinson. Over the 20-metre line he goes Chris Rawlinson. And he's wrapped up 16 metres out from the line by Skinner. The Brahmans with it. Last tackle though. Norton. He goes himself from dummy half. A little cross-field kick. The ball bounces into the awaiting arms there for Trundle of Anthony Strudwick. Does he stay in the field of play? No. Goal line drop out, Andrew Ryan. Great pressure from the Brahmans, and they lead 24-16.
Oh, their kicking game has been outstanding today, the Brahmans, but for Trundle, they've had so much defence to do. They keep turning out for each other, keep working hard for each other, but they're just running out of juice, and time's also running out for them.
So we've got about 6 minutes left. Time back on, says the referee, as we get the line drop out from Skinner. Sends it 42 metres to Scott Norton. He gives it away to Ben Potts. And the front row goes over the 30. And he's taken 27 metres out from the Trundle Boomers line. The Binalong Brahmans leading here by 24-16. And Matthew, you and Bobcat have got to start working out here who's going to be the official man of the match. Comes away to Hayden Bush. He's taken 19 metres out from the goal line. Good tackle coming in there by Brendan Sense. Now running onto it is Tony Worthy. What a workhorse. Wrapped up 10 out from the Trundle line with the Binalong 24, Trundle 16. Sherrod, the show and go from dummy half. He'll get there. That's the game winner. Game, set, bingo and premiership to the Binalong Brahmans. Guy Sherrod scoots over to score the try. It's awarded, and it's now Binalong 28, Trundle 16, kick to come.
Sherrod's been a threat from there all day. We've seen him run a few times there, but this time goes to his, steps off his left, beats 2 players, gets under the sticks, and as you say, Andrew, I think that one seals the game for them.
Guy Sherrod the try. And it's now Binalong 28, Trundle Boomers 16, Andrew Ryan. That wraps it up for Binalong.
Yeah, Sherritt's been causing all sorts of headaches for Trundle all day. He's been constantly jumping out of dummy half, short sides. He's been really impressive performance today. Had a big game.
Well, the Trundle side, I'm going to be forever impressed by their defence.
Is that Jack de Bellin down there?
Under enormous pressure. Oh, he's got the band bun, but no, it's not Jack.
Okay.
Daniel Poitevin from memory.
Just checking.
We've got time off here for Binalong. How have I remembered the names? Yeah, no, it is Daniel Poitevin. Here's the kick from Craig Irwin. He kicks the goal. He's kicked 4 from 4, and it's now Binalong 30.
G'day, Jack.
Trundle 16. Got a sense of humour. Let's go around the grounds. New South Wales Cup Preliminary Final, Richard Svensson.
Yeah, Mounties have just gone in for a try, about to have a shot at goal. They've kicked it. 15 and a half minutes left to play here, and it's now Newcastle 26, leading Mounties 18.
In the Queensland Cup this afternoon, Andrew, that's all right. I might have interrupted before you interrupted me. Ipswich leading PNG by 28 points to 8.
At least we were consistent.
That's right.
It's Binalong with it, 15 metres out for their own line. Closing stages of this grand final, which has been thoroughly entertaining. The defence has been the feature. 4 minutes to go, and now it's Dave Brown, the winger, who cutting a sway there, beats one. Now he's dumped to the ground, 30 out from his own line. How are these boys getting up? Swaffield from dummy half. He's 48th carry, and he's 11 metres short of halfway. With the scoreline here, 30 points to 16 to Binalong. Here's a clearing kick downfield. Lincoln Taylor has also done a lot of work. The ball bounces end over end behind him. Now he fields it on the goal line. Lincoln Taylor, the Trundle fullback, and he beats one tackle. Now he's caught. 10 out from his own line and 10 in from the eastern touchline. Plays the ball to Joseph Moss, the feisty one, and he goes from dummy half, wrapped up 18 out from his own line. He'll play the ball 20 in from the eastern touchline. Does so now to Mike Hando. He gets it away to his left as they're not giving up here, Trundle. They just keep on trying to as hard as they possibly can here to create something, as now they work it over the 40-metre line. And they're about 10 in from touch on the far side. Skinner, dummy half. Away it comes to Todd Porter. Then the pass back to his brother Ryan. Ryan, as he got numbers out to his right, he links up with Brandon Ross, who scored 2 first-half tries, but Rawlinson's there to greet him with Payton. It's a penalty. Binalong inside the 10. He played the advantage, referee Bailey, and a penalty to Trundle, a metre in Binalong territory. So can they finish the season with a flourish here with a couple of minutes to go? The touch finder from Todd Porter over on that western side of the field. And let's see, they're about 30 metres out, make it 20 metres out from their Binalong goal line. Here's the tap, steaming onto it now for Trundle was Brendan Sense. 10 metres out from the Binalong goal line, 30 to 16 to the Brahmans. The Boomers with it. And it comes now from Skinner, away to Todd Porter to Hando. Links up with Bollum. Then the pass to Josh Vanderstock. Pass knocked down. This will be 6 to go for Mike Hando for Trundle. 30 metres out. Geez, fleet of foot. He takes them on up the centre and he's wrapped up only about 10 metres out from the line and 20 in from the eastern touchline southern end. Out of dummy half they scoot. Trundle with it. Steaming onto it is the lock forward. Can he get there? Yes. Well deserved. Blake Ridges. He's over to score. Referee Bailey says yes, sirree. Try is awarded, and Trundle, never giving up, score the try with a minute and a bit to go, and it's now Binalong leading by 30 points to 20 with a kick to come, Trundle.
Well, you might call it a consolation try, Andrew, but what a great bit of skill and some dedication and commitment shown by the Trundle players, and their lock forward gets across the line, hits the ground before, spins, holds his feet, gets the ball over, slams it down yet again.
So have you got a thought for man of the match?
Yes, I do. Do I need to share it yet? I need to
Well, you can share it. You can share. Here's the kicker goal, by the way, and it's successful.
I need to confer with my colleague.
From Lincoln Taylor, or you go and confirm with Bobcat now. I was just going, you two have a little chat there on the side of the truck. And turn your mic off. There we go. So it's 30 points. The kicker goal is successful. 30 points to 22. Binalong leading Trundle. And there's... You said you could read lips from 100 metres away before. Now you're struggling with Bobcat from 3 metres away. Matthew.
I've got no issue with reading lips. I'm just trying to what the first name is.
Okay, yeah, Scott is his first name. Here's the restart coming now from Andrew Swaffield, the fullback for Binalong. I'm glad you paid attention. Todd Porter takes the kick off, gives it away now to Durning, and he's going to be, well, he gets through one. He's taken 29 out from his own line, 30 to 22. Binalong in front. Trundle giving it their all until the death here and running it up down the second rower, and that was Dane Budd. 9 metres short of halfway. The ball played to Cameron Skinner, away to Todd Porter, then up the centre of the ruck they go to within. In fact, they're right on halfway. That might have been Isaac Dengate who takes the tackle. It was. He plays it away to Todd Porter to his right, then away to Brendan Sense, links up with Brandon Ross, the winger, and great tackle by Cade Rawlinson, 35 metres out from the Binalong goal line. Now comes away to the second rower, Dane Budd, and he's caught by Worthy. And also in there was Tom Johnson for Binalong. Last tackle, Trundle. Here's a moon ball away to Mike Hando. 35 out. Puts on some footwork. Chip and chase. He regathers. Then he gets the pass away to support Van der Stock. He scores a thrilling try. How much time left? I don't know. But at 30-26, what a try to Van der Stock. Brilliant skills by Hando. Trundle's 4 down.
Have we gone off too early here, Andrew? Is there enough time left on the clock? Judging by yours, we've certainly gone past 40.
I'm happy to keep going. This is fun.
30 seconds, boys. 30
seconds left. Here's the kick from Taylor. It's successful at 30-28.
Come on, sir. Stop the clock. Come on.
Will we get a kick-off? Well, it was the NRL. You would stop the clock, wouldn't you? 30-28.
Oh, he has? Oh, that's a great bit of officialdom there. Look at that.
Was it Josh Van der Stock score? That wasn't it?
It was the big Josh stuff.
What about the lead-up work from Hando, the hooker?
Oh,
so here's
Chase, one-handed regather.
Is that Danielle in front of us?
That is Danielle.
9 seconds. 9 seconds.
9 seconds left. One play here.
Hold your breath,
Hail Mary for the Trundle Boomers. They haven't won the comp since 82. And it's the Binalong Brahmans up 30-28. The kick-off from Swafffield. Here we go. It's all or nothing. Todd Porter fields it on the 10. He gets to the 20. Kicks it over the top. The chase is led by Ross. Gets his boot to the ball. It's on the ground. Scott Norton picks it up. The Binalong Brahmans win. What a game. Fabulous entertainment. The Trundle boys are down on their back. Don't be dispirited, boys. That was a hell of an effort. And congratulations to the Binalong Brahmans. They win at 30-28. They hold on in the end. And that's a sensational grand final victory for them. And Matt Elliott and Andrew Ryan, who have you come up with in the end for the official man of the match award?
Well, I think we're both agreed that Scott Norton played a critical role. He had to come and move into the 5'8 position. Not only did he score a try, but he came up with some great kicks and defensive play as well. And I know Andrew Ryan's trying to sift through the throng of players down there on the field to get to him, but they're pretty, they're embracing each other, their teammates and the opposition, and a big, applause from me for both teams.
I was about to say that, Matt. Congratulations, both teams. That was a fabulous show they put on. These blokes were ripping and tearing. Bobcat, down to you, mate, in the thick of it.
Yeah, boys, I've got Scott Norton down here, mate. How do you feel after that? You come off the bench today, you end up finishing with the ball at the end there. Must be a great feeling for you at the moment.
Yeah, no, it's good to get another one. Full credit to Trundle. They turned up and, they give it to us. They never gave up. They scored 2 tries in about the last 2 minutes there. But our boys, they've done the job all year. They did enough to win again today, so very proud of them.
Well, you spoke about Trundle and their goal line defence today. You guys just kept throwing everything at them, but defensively they just kept turning up for each other. They were outstanding.
They did. They saved probably 3 or 4 really close for us.
Well, we just lost you there, Bob.
We probably finish off as we should, but at the end of the day, we got the points, so we'll have a good celebration.
Well, congratulations and enjoy it with your team tonight.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Well done. Thanks, Andrew. And Scott Norton, the 5'8", for the Binalong Brahmans, off the bench with an injury, and he played a starring role to win the Man of the Match award here. And look, these players, as I said, ripped and teared into each other for 80 minutes. They didn't stop, and there they are, handshakes and respect at the end of the game, which is good to see. Gosh, I enjoyed that.
Oh, so did I. And when I talked about ice baths, I don't know whether they'll go for the conventional ice bath.
Unless there's a pub named the Ice Baths.
I'm fair to say that there'll be some internal ice bathing going on.
Wow, they were... that was full on. Oh. And in the end, that stunning finish, it looked like it was all over at 30-16, and then Trundle scored those 2 late tries in the 79th and 80th minutes. Now, I'm trying to find our man down there, the great Bobcat. Just wave your arms like a goose out there. Oh, I can see him now. And I think he's got with him Chris Rawlinson, the halfback captain coach of Binalong. Andrew?
I do, mate. Obviously a great feeling for you boys at the moment. Tough game out here today, so close in the end. Trundle came back and a couple of late tries, but your kicking game and some of the tries you guys set up in the first half, you must be so proud of your team.
Oh, I can't talk at the moment. That was quick. That was one of the quickest, hardest games we've played all year. And Trundle, they deserve to be there. Like, that's a top effort by them there. They should hold their heads high. But our boys, we dug deep. We wasn't probably our best performance, but we'll take that one.
What about some of the contact from the big boys in the middle of the park? It was just amazing, some of the hits that were going on out there.
Yeah, we're not a big team. We haven't got many big players, but the way they get around, mobile, and they hit hard and they work the ground, so very proud of them today.
Well, you had to make some changes. Scott Norton come off the bench for you and made a real impact. You must be proud of his involvement today.
Oh, yeah, he's a class player. You put him anywhere and, yeah, he does the job. And just his experience and just being there, people just thrive off it. So, yeah, glad he was there to fill in.
Well, congratulations, Woodbridge Cup winners. Outstanding.
Thanks very much, mate.
Well done, Bobcat. So we can catch up with someone or a couple from Trundle as well. The Boomers, solid in defeat. Maybe Potsy as well. Actually, we're calling Ben Potts the front rower from Binalong. Potsy, his uncle has been on the SMS. Where's that one here? From Uncle Doug. Just a quick one. Keep trucking it up, Potsy, from your Uncle Doug. Love you. And Milo puts a carton for Nordo to win man of the match. I'll tell you what, you would have won the carton. Well done, Uncle Doug. Uncle of Ben Potts. Let's go back down to you, Andrew Ryan.
Well, I'm with you, man, here. I'm with you, man, Potsy, mate. A massive performance from you in the middle of the park today. You must be pretty happy at the moment.
Yeah, mate, real happy.
Some big contact, and you just kept putting your hand up. You had a couple of stints on the sideline, but every time you took that ball up, you certainly ripped in against this quality Trundle defence.
Yeah, mate, I wore a few. They went all day. They were great, and a lot of the boys in the middle cover me in defence. Makes it a lot easier. Don't make many tackles, so.
Well, you're all pretty happy. I'll let you go enjoy it with your teammates. Well done.
Thanks, Bobcat.
Oh, what have you done? Okay, full-time 30 to 28 in favour of the Binalong Brahmans over the Trundle Boomers, and we'll see if we can't get a word with one or two of the Trundle boys because they gave it their all and provided an absolutely fantastic finish with those late tries scored by Blake Ridges and Josh Vanderstock. Now, for Binalong, 30 points, tries to Craig Irwin in the 7th minute. Scott Norton, the man of the match, in the 38th and 51st minutes. Craig Irwin, his second try in the 67th minute. Guy Sheridan in the 75th. Sparnan 1 from 1 before he left the field with an injury. Phil Sparnan and Craig Irwin 4 from 4 for Trundle. 2 tries to Brandon Rossi, second in the 31st minute. Sam Bollum in the 62nd minute. Blake Ridges in the 79th and Josh Vanderstock in the 80th minute. Lincoln Taylor 4 goals from 5 attempts. At half-time, Binalong 12 defeated led Trundle 10 and full-time 30 to 28 in a very entertaining Woodbridge Cup Grand Final here in Young. 30 points to 28. Congratulations to the Binalong Brahmans. Jared Hall, by the way, broke a rib in the very first minute of the game, did he?
Yeah, I saw him playing through a lot of discomfort there. He took the field again a couple of times, but, hang on.
Trundle. Well, we've got the arm up in the air. Here we go with the captain coach of Trundle, and that's Jesse Durning with you, Bobcat.
Yeah, I really appreciate his time joining us today, mate. You guys gave absolutely everything out today. Obviously, you didn't get the win, but you must be so proud of all the guys' effort today.
Yeah, mate, honestly, I couldn't be proud of not only the boys that played today, but all the boys that got us this far. It's been a long year, like you said. We didn't get the result, but 2 points is gutting. We just give them too many chances.
Yeah, you scored a couple of late tries there, but some of the defence you guys had to do on your goal line on today, they created so many opportunities in a great side, but you blokes, the spirit, you just continued to turn up for each other, especially on your goal line.
Yeah, mate, like we talked before the game, defence has got us this far. I think it showed today, all 20 players out there, everyone stood up, defended above their weight line, so I couldn't be prouder of them.
And you said that support, and so many of your supporters here, your die-hard supporters that I'm sure follow you around. Have you got a couple of words just for those supporters?
I couldn't thank you enough. Like, Trundle's a town of about 300 people. There's about 600 people here followed us from everywhere. So, like I said, without you guys, that's it.
Well said, mate, and congratulations on your effort today. Outstanding.
Jesse Durning, the captain coach of Trundle, and like he says, there are yellow or gold, green and white jerseys all over the place here at Fairfield Oval.
How good is it? What's happened is the fans have moved from the sideline onto the middle of the field with the players that put everything in for their communities, both communities. And it's just so good looking out in the field, just people sitting around sharing the moment. Obviously, both disappointment and victory, but what a fantastic display! What a fantastic environment! to enjoy on a Sunday afternoon.
Incidentally, after 5 o'clock, we'll be rejoined by Queensland listeners. We'll take your calls between 5 and 6 on 1300 361 666 as well between 5 and 6 this afternoon. You can send us an SMS 0467 920 222 as well, with Binalong here beating Trundle 30 points to 28. Now, New South Wales Cup preliminary final action. Richard Svensson, you got a close finish there at Leichhardt Oval.
Well, we do. It looked as if Newcastle were home. They scored a 70-metre intercept try to lead 30 to 22, but Stuart Mills has just gone in for his second try of the afternoon, and it's 30 to 26 to Newcastle with about 2.5 minutes left on the clock. So if you want to stick with us, we can have the last couple of minutes of action here. Earlier this afternoon, Wyong beat the Bulldogs 44 points to 20. So Wyong are through to the New South Wales Cup Grand Final next weekend. But Mount Pritchard, or Mounties, have come from 22 points to 8 down early in the second half to get it back to 30 points to 26. And Newcastle have scored 2 80-metre intercept tries and also a try from a kick rebound on the stroke of half-time. So they've really had the bounce of the ball today, but Mounties somehow are only 4 points down with 2 minutes left on the clock, and they bring it forward now through Mark Nichols, and the front rower who's been outstanding for Mounties this afternoon will play it 20 metres out from his own try line. So Mounties now to play the football. It's away to Josh McCrone. He gets the pass away to Jack Ahern, and Ahern stopped by the Newcastle defence, 30 metres out from his own line, 15 in from the western touchline here at Leichhardt Oval. He'll play the football to Buttress out of dummy half as they go the short side, and Patrick Mago thinks about getting a pass away. He'll play it a couple of metres his own side of halfway. Long ball away to McCrone, just his own side of halfway. He in turn finds Mitch Cornish. Cornish gets the ball away now, and Mitch Barnett will play it about 42 metres out from the Newcastle try line. They've got 2 tackles left in the set. 1:20 left on the clock. Mounties trailing 30 to 26 as McCrone out of dummy half turns the ball back inside, and Jeff Lynch is brought down by the Newcastle defence. Last play now for Mounties. This is basically the game as they go down the short side. It's away to McCrone. The pass gets away to Mills. Mills is 20 metres out, flicks the ball back. It's back across now from Buttress. The pass back to Dugan behind Ahern. It'll be picked up there by Barnett. They're 40 metres out from the try line, and Barnett's brought down. He flings the ball out the back. The tackle's complete, and Newcastle will come up with a football. 8 their own side of halfway. 46 seconds left to play, and the Knights leading by 30 points to 26. It's 6 tries apiece, but the Knights have kicked 3 goals to 1. And that'll be the difference on the scoreboard at the end of the game, as Newcastle with 34 seconds left just soaking up the clock. And Lachlan Fitzgibbon will play it a few metres his own side of halfway. So it'll be the Knights for the second year in a row into the New South Wales Cup Grand Final. Last year they were smashed by Penrith on Grand Final day, but this time they'll go in against Wyong as Jake Mamo plays it now a few metres his own side of halfway. Mounties looking for the one-on-one strip, but there's 25 seconds left to play, and Newcastle will be home as Levy out of dummy half just runs straight into the Mounties defence. He'll play it 48 metres out from the try line. And Kerrod Holland gets into dummy half, the centre three-quarter. He was the player who took the 80-metre intercept try with about 6 minutes left on the clock. He runs into the tackle of McCrone and also Joel Edwards. And with 5 seconds left on the clock, the Newcastle fans down in front of our broadcast box get to their feet. Clint Newton races onto the field, and it's full time here in the New South Wales Cup Grand Final qualifier. And after leading by 22 points to 8, the Knights have withstood a Mounties fight back, and Newcastle are into the Grand Final. They've beaten Mounties 30 points to 26. And Andrew, it's Newcastle against Wyong next Sunday afternoon at Parramatta Stadium in the New South Wales Cup Grand Final.
Oh, great job, Richard Svensson. Thank you, mate. So we look forward to being out there next Sunday at Parramatta Stadium. Newcastle 30 beating Mounties 26. And earlier, Wyong 44 beat Canterbury 20. So Wyong will play Newcastle in the grand final of the New South Wales Cup from 4 o'clock next Sunday afternoon, and we'll be out there from midday. The presentation's going on here. Scott Norton has been awarded the Man of the Match award as judged by you two boys, Matthew Elliott and Andrew Ryan, and now Jesse Durning, who was very gracious in defeat, the captain coach of the Trundle Boomers. He's making a speech here as well. Country footy at its finest today, 30 to 28 with the Binalong Brahmans beating the Trundle Boomers. I mean, you were even closer to us. We're only 15, 20 metres from the sideline. You're about 5 from the sideline. They ripped and teared for 80 minutes.
They sure
didn't
did.
they?
They sure did rip and tear.
Oh, hang on. There you are. Try that one. No?
No.
Try putting level number 2 up there, Matt.
Oh, level number 2?
Yeah,
okay,
there we go.
I'm a DJ.
Andrew, Ryan, they ripped into each other for 80 minutes, didn't they?
Bit of deja vu, but they certainly did rip into each other. I was down there very close to the sideline, and it wasn't just for the first 10 or 15 minutes. It was for the full game. They absolutely teed off on each other, and a great effort from both teams.
The unlimited substitution rules can be quite handy for some of those big guys, couldn't they?
Yeah.
They're going out there whacking people for about 5 minutes.
Is that throughout country footy? There's just do your best with interchange?
No, in some of the leagues they have the interchange.
Okay.
They have sort of officials there overseeing it.
Well, obviously too, Andrew, you've got to acknowledge that these guys don't have a lot of time to train. They're all in, full-time occupations that are quite demanding. So there was a complete lack of fear out there.
Well, I know there are a couple. Blake Ridges, the lock for Trundle, who scored that try in the second last try in the 79th minute. He captain coaches the Bathurst Rugby Union Club on a Saturday and plays for the Boomers on a Sunday. And there's another one I mentioned here who plays rugby union on a Saturday in Forbes, I saw. And Simon Porter, front row, he's a farmer. We have a local police officer, Dane Budd, the second rower. So there's plenty of people here mixing occupations, mixing sports, and yet they still managed to produce a really wonderful performance. And Chris Rawlinson, their halfback and captain coach, accepting things now. 1-300. Let me just check this number from yesterday. It's a different. Thank you, Julian. 1-300 681 666 from memory. 1-300 681 666. The number to ring between 5 and 6.
Do you think if I wore these headsets around, Julian could just guide me through life?
Yes, I do. I honestly do.
I would, because I think I could use him.
You need some guidance?
Yeah, definitely.
I think you'd give him a headache or two. He doesn't want that. Yeah. Julian Abbott. Yeah, I don't do that to poor old Julian. Now, in the Youth League Grand Final here, Peak Hill Roosters 28 defeated the Yagara Golden Eagles 10. In the League Tag Grand Final, the Yagara Golden Eagles 14 defeated the Binalong Jersey Girls 6. And we also had a grassroots league tag between Grenfell and Young, an exhibition there. But the Binalong Brahmans have won the Woodbridge Cup with that victory this afternoon here, 30 points to 28. What about the finish to that game? Those two tries at the end there were spectacular.
They were great. What about the chip chase?
From Mike Hando, the dummy half, yeah.
One hand regather, steps the fullback, puts the player in under the sticks. Fantastic stuff.
And what was there to go with the last play? 9 seconds or something?
Yeah, 9 seconds is one play. They chanced their arm with a little kick down this short side. It didn't come off for them. And Scott Norton, the eventual man of the match, ended up with the ball on the field. And he had a massive contribution. Came off the bench today, but, geez, he was good.
Scored a try for kick, put the ball in goal probably 3 or 4 times in that second half to get rep sets, and also just scored one scintillating try through the middle off that left foot step, under the sticks. Iced the game.
Well, we thought it did, and then all of a sudden Trundle just went bang, bang, because they did struggle to hold onto the ball in good attacking area. Their goal line defence was excellent, but they just struggled to build any pressure at the other end, and then the last couple of minutes, they just turned it on.
Well, the Binalong Brahmans here getting the trophy now, the presentation just in front of us. Everyone's standing around waiting patiently, including the Trundle Boomers. We'll be well pleased with their effort. It'll be a long trip home, though, for them.
It is a long trip home. I'm just looking at...
not the medical officer.
The medical officer, how versatile he is. He was with the cherry pickers last night. He turned into a medical officer. Now he's got the Trundle gear on.
30 to 28 Binalong win. Let's update other things. Julian Abbott in the studio.
And a full-time in the Queensland Cup this afternoon. Ipswich, they're going to play Townsville in the grand final next Sunday. They beat PNG by 28 points to 12 in the Queensland Cup this afternoon. A progress score in the NRC from Ballymore. It's Brisbane leading New South Wales country 53 to 21. The Group 7 grand final result, Gerringong defeated Shell Harbour 28 to 24 after Shell Harbour led 16-0 after 15 minutes.
Wow, okay, good on you. Thanks, Julian, and congratulations to Ipswich Jets into the grand final against Townsville. That'll be a great match-up next Sunday. Queensland listeners will hear it. There's the champagne flowing now for the Binalong Brahmans after they've been awarded the trophy.
Have you noticed the professionalism of the Trundle team? Straight after the game, they've got electrolyte drinks. They're all having the electrolyte drinks. Some of them on their
hydration is a must.
Some of them on their second electrolyte drink.
Oh, I can see, Co. I think we had a few of those electrolyte drinks last night.
But again, great spirit from Trundle. Yeah, everyone, all their supporters, the team has hung around it, and you know, it's a tough moment for them, but that just goes to show the character and the spirit they got in their little town and in their community.
Yeah, well, I think as the coach said, it's a population of 300, yet 600 people were out here in the gear, which was absolutely fabulous. Thank you very much. On the SMS, 0467 920 222. What a match. Great stuff, boys. Thank you for that. Tanya Dowra says, boys, which club in New South Wales has won the most first-grade rugby league premierships? Geez, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
Pass.
In any group, any competition?
Don't know.
It's a great question, Tony. No idea.
I'm sure someone will get an answer for us.
Well, you can give us a call after 5 o'clock.
Hopefully my memory helps me out.
That might even be a tough stretch for our memory. 1300 681 666, the open line number up to 5 o'clock. If you know, you can message us as well. Massive efforts from all the boys in Trundle. Good try from the big guy, Sam Bollum. We felt the ground shake from here. Hashtag, they brought the boom. I want you to say that, Andrew.
No.
Say it. You can say it best.
No, you can say
boom is better than anyone I know. Hashtag.
Too much.
Hashtag. Hashtag. What is it, Bobcat?
Too much Syriaco.
Too much Syriaco measure. Sophie says, well done again, guys. How good is Country Rugby League? Enjoyed the game. I felt like I was there. Good on you, Sophie. Josh and Emma in Cape York say, massive effort. Trundle, congrats on a great game. Loved every minute of the commentary, Josh and Emma. Thank you, guys. We appreciate that as well. And as Julian mentioned, Group 7 grand final result, Gerringong 28, Shellharbour 24 after Shellharbour led 16-0 after just 15 minutes of play. 0467 920 222. Les on the Central Coast says, surely the NRL is serious about the supporters. The Wyong v Newcastle New South Wales Cup Grand Final should be played at Central Coast Stadium, not Parramatta. No home ground advantage as Wyong plays out of a ground at Wyong, says Les. Well, I think to a lesser degree it's the same sort of scenario because it's not just the New South Wales Cup Grand Final. There's the Ron Massey Cup and the Sydney Shield Grand Finals being played on the same day. I've no idea how difficult that is to organise or not.
Well, and I think a couple of those teams, I think I heard Hills District and Wentworthville are in the Grand Final in that too, which is just up the road from them. So it's one of those things. It's really hard to work it in. And obviously New South Wales Cup is the top level in that setup. But, two teams from up north.
Just out of today, watching this 80 minutes here, what is it about the foot? I mean, obviously, the standards, the speed, it's not NRL. These guys had a real good go and it was fun to watch. But is there anything out of a day like today that you wish was either back in the NRL or they could adopt? I mean, there was no video refs, there was no mic'd-up referee. The cautions were done pretty quickly and played, just get on with it, let's go, let's keep it on moving. The game did go very quickly. Very quickly.
I think they got the start time right, Andrew. I know that would make you happy. And 10-minute half-time was pretty good as well. I know that would
What about how quickly half-time went? We're so accustomed to 15-minute plus half-times. That flew by.
I tell you what I loved about it most, and the lesson that the NRL as a sport can take is community engagement. Is what we're witnessing right now is that, you know, the whole day was an attempt to keep you engaged in not just the game, but everything that was going on around the game. And I just congratulate everyone who's organised this event, but also everyone involved in Country Rugby League. If this is indicative of what they experience most weekends.
I just want to congratulate Andrew Ryan for maintaining his concentration with these little ones out there. They're having an absolute ball running around.
They've had a massive day. And I congratulate my wife. She's been with them all day too. So
He was just screaming out there, Dad, 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 wanting to ask you.
The youngest Bowie, the little fella, he was yelling out. But, you know, I like what we interviewed Andrew from the CRL earlier, and he said how the teams go back to their opposition pub after the game when they play an away game. I'd like to see a lot more between the NRL teams do things like that. Over in England, I know they have a lot better relationship with post-game events and functions and stuff together.
It used to be the case way back when you go to the other team's leagues club or just back to your own?
In the country it was, right. When I played country footy. When I was in France, you actually go back there for a meal.
Yeah,
the opposition team puts a meal and quite coincidentally some red wine as well.
We used to do it at the Bulldogs a bit. I remember playing the Panthers and we'd go over to the Panthers Leagues Club for a bit afterwards. But you know, with the
you used to strut around a bit.
Well, if you lose, you don't go over there. Only if you win.
Well, all the players are still out here talking to family and friends and their mates and so on, and really great effort today. We've thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope you have as well. Binalong Brahmans 30 beating the Trundle Boomers 28. We'll be rejoined by listeners in Queensland straight after the news at 5 o'clock. Your calls are welcome. That's your kids you're talking about. 1300 681 666. Send us a message, 0467 920 222. Matthew Elliott, Andrew Ryan, and I'm Andrew Moore. This is ABC Grandstand Rugby League.